Well, just let me know when your guests start pouring in. Hello, Jalen.
Yeah, I was a bit late with my stream. OBS was like, you have to set a broadcast or something. I'm like, oh, I don't remember ever to do that ever.
The people are pouring in. So this is a little collaboration with NintendoBlackCrisis, everyone.
Hello, I'm NintendoBlackCrisis.
I'm sure most of my audience knows you because all of my best videos feature you.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you're finally gonna do a Ikana video, right? Or oh no, wait,
Maybe.
no, you were not
Maybe.
sure yet.
I'm not sure yet. I'm on the dungeon theory, path. So I might, if I did like a stone tower temple, I'd probably fit the Kana stuff in there. Anyways, hello, GJD, Lord, Dan, Roland, Korma Clutch, Poncho, Fireblade, DJ Thunder, Sarah, Kamitsu, Leppy, PSI, Swoozy Woozy, LA, Fortney, the Fat Milk, G-Baser. It's like I gotta like just just in case I have to like quickly screen the names. It's like, all right, there's no offensive things here. It's like hello N-word. It's like, oh
God.
no. We got plenty of people here. We're all super excited, I'm sure, for this direct. I mean, at this point, I think most of us are expecting more news. I mean, if the game's coming out like May 12th, I think, then we gotta get something.
Oh yeah, well it did say games releasing in the first half of this year, which includes Tears of the Kingdom. So
imagine if they like set the release date before that to like one day after that, the first half, just as a to troll us.
Just to
like
troll.
oh, there's no news. It's literally it's one day after. It doesn't count.
No, it's not getting delayed again. They pretty much locked it in with that last tweet where they're like Nintendo of Europe and all the other accounts were like
they were the first ones to post it, right? Nintendo Europe.
Yeah,
it would be hilarious if like they posted that not realizing that it was delayed, and then everyone else is like, well, we gotta just roll with it.
No, Nintendo is a pretty well-oiled machine in that regard. Like usually whatever they post is coordinated with the other branches. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna work. Besides, they gave us the release date not too long ago. If they really were still unsure, they wouldn't have given us a specific date. I think by this point, it's pretty much locked in now. But yeah, so we wanted to do Tears of the Kingdom bingo, but we just had a card that said Zonai all like over and over again.
For the record, it was his idea, not mine. Like if I didn't say that, people are like, "Oh, that was definitely NBC's idea."
Well, to be honest, though, let's just open it up strong with this one. Do you expect anything Zonai in this trailer?
Well, before I say that, on both our streams, you should really look at the description. There's some important news there. Just wanted to bring that up.
Oh yeah.
On the topic of Zonai. Anyways, sorry, what was the question again?
Like in all seriousness, do you expect to see anything Zonai related in this trailer? Or if we get a trailer, of course, but if we will get a.
Well, to start, I assume that this trailer we're gonna get, because a big topic has been, how much story would they show? I feel like the next trailer we get, it's going to be structured exactly like they did with the 2017 trailer for Breath of the Wild. I think it'll just be that same structure where, it's bits of voice lines and stuff, some story cutscenes out of context.
Oh boy.
And that's kind of what I'm hoping. A big topic recently has been how people feel like they need to do more advertising for Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like that.
Agreed.
And they definitely do. Some people assume though that when people are saying that it's story related, but they can advertise a bunch and still only give us bits of story, and that's what I'm hoping for, and I think a lot of people are hoping for, because you don't want to. This is something like this. A release such as this doesn't happen, every year. So
oh yeah,
a lot of us want to go in not knowing much, so we, get surprised as we play. Now, so on that topic, I don't think they really would have anything Zonai related, assuming that there was some Zonai stuff in the final game. Maybe like some more
like a statue
architecture that we see.
Yeah. Like a
or
statue
like
in
Link,
the background.
the one weapon Link had, it was the flamethrower that had the Zonai dragon head. So maybe like little bits of that, but story related, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree, Bethany. I also want voice acting in this trailer. If there's one thing that was a bit weird and underwhelming about the past few teasers, is that it's all quiet. It feels not very personal. So, can you imagine if we hear Ganondorf speak? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make one like prediction that's like it's never gonna happen, and it's probably completely untrue, but it's just gonna be one of those predictions where it's like it's ridiculous, but I still hope it it shows up. I really hope there's something Vati related in Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, yeah, just a lot of past villains. It'd be cool if any of them somehow, were in this. But I mean, who knows?
Like Vati specifically,
they like to bring in a bunch of stuff and then not really bring it back.
But can you imagine if Vati and Ganondorf would be together as the main antagonists in this game? That would be freaking crazy. I'm just
or if this game tries to pull off like a multiverse thing.
Ooh.
Kind of like the Hyrule Warriors and stuff.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have time travel.
Yeah, time travel is
like if they've
done a lot.
If they're gonna do time travel, just do it like the time shift stones or something. But I don't want them to go back to like, oh, let's go back in time and save Zelda. It's like, no, that's too easy.
That's one thing I really want, though. You mentioned the time shift stones. That's something I really want to see come back.
Yeah,
because it's such a fun mechanic. Not only like, well, mostly gameplay wise, but it could have some bits of story to it.
Yeah, time shift. It's too good of a mechanic not to include again in a future title. Oh, hey, Dwayne. Thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Oh, we got Hinox music on my end. What is playing in your background?
Some relaxing shrine music.
Much better.
On the topic of that, actually, one theme that I always use in my videos, I don't know about you, but I love the Blessing Shrine theme. It's so like calm and serene.
Yeah.
I always have to use that.
Yeah, it's great.
If I don't know what piece to use, that's usually the number one. Or Link's Awakening Face Shrine. I always use that in my videos. It's so good.
It's such a good track. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Especially if you compare it to the original, where it's like it's not at all like that. It's just bleeps and bloops.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always that. I often use Lorellan Village or Gerudo Town nighttime version. When I do the more like analytical videos, I always want the more relaxing themes. I usually go with that one.
Yeah, the Gerudo Town night one's really peaceful.
Yeah. Most of the nighttime versions are much better to have in the background because they're a little less energetic, so it doesn't overshadow your voiceover.
That's why I absolutely love the main theme of Breath of the Wild, but that volume changes drastically throughout the whole piece.
Yes.
Whenever I
Yes.
use it, like it's one of those soundtracks where whenever I use it in a video, I have to get to a certain point and then I have to cut it, and then with the next section I gotta like lower it to try and match the previous bit, and then I just gotta like fade it so it hopefully sounds okay.
I usually just ramp it down as it starts to get near that volume spike, and it just goes like slowly down, and then it goes like, and I have to do that like at least 4 times because that song just keeps ramping up and up and up.
Yeah, for good reason, but you know, videos.
Thank you, Nats, for joining. That's awesome. Welcome.
Thank you, Shiny Duckfish, for the $5 donation. Appreciate it.
Look at that, getting that money. Thank you, Just Gaming. You are also amazing. We just keep trying to one-up each other. Oh, thank you for the $15.
Whoa, $100! Thank you so much, man.
And then at the end, we
whoa! Is that Mr. Beast in the chat? Whoa!
That would be pretty nuts. I think Mr.
Imagine that actually being like a challenge someone did where like 2 people went live and they try to like one up each other
in terms of like achievements.
And then people just like started donating. It's like, oh well, we got money, I guess.
Mr. Divine Beast. Oh, thank you, The Art of Mean. Oh, is it Mean? Because you just joined as a new member. I saw.
Oh, good job. Oh.
Oh, Shiny Duckfish, $5. Thank you very much. That is awesome. Thank you for your generosity.
You're over there like, wow, $5 on my side and a new channel member? My goodness.
I'm actually gonna add you to the credits of the next video, Art of Mean, but I don't know if it's Mean or Men or Mene or something like that.
Do you and Monster Maze do this for a full-time living/job? Yep, I do it, and I know like Monster Maze, he has, because he previously, like, you worked in like animations and stuff, right? So you have,
yes.
Is it like kind of like freelance, I assume, what you do?
Oh, 1 sec. Random Citizen, thank you so much. He says, challenge accepted. Who wants to go against me? And he gave me $20. Oh, Anthony Young, thank you so much for joining. That's awesome. Welcome. But yeah, I used to be a freelance animator. Before that, I was a software developer, which was the more boring years of my life. Did that for about 8 years, and then I started my own animation one-man company, I guess you could call it. But I'm doing it full-time now too, YouTube. As I started focusing more on the channel, I did less and less of animating in the background for corporate stuff, because obviously doing YouTube is much more fun. Being able to animate Zelda stuff is a lot more fun than animating like a meeting or something. So yeah, I think I've been able to do this full time for about a year now. Before that, I did have to fill it up with animation jobs too, or else I wouldn't be able to make ends meet. Hi, Emerd, thank you so much.
John asks, do you think the trailer that we're going to get today is going to give us more information on the creature, or do you think that Nintendo will wait for us to find it in game? I assume they would wait and not really show much about that. Like the one on the mural, that bizarre looking,
the Hylia creature. What?
Yeah,
most people say.
The one surrounded by the tears.
Oh, we got more donations incoming. Anthony Young, thank you so much. We gotta beat NBC. He gave me $22 and 33
Yeah,
cents.
I'd say you're winning.
Dwayne, $25. I accept your challenge. Thank you so much,
This is
guys.
like that.
That's
This
really
is like
awesome.
that. This is like that meme where it's like, "Stop! He's already dead." That's me right now.
I'm sure there's gonna be loads of people donating to you too. No, but seriously, thank you guys so much. The generosity it's heartwarming, really. Especially since we're all here for the same goal, most of us at least, to celebrate Zelda and to see what's gonna happen. Open air dungeons. Ooh. Yeah, the Hylia creature thingy, which I'm still not sure if that's actually Hylia. What do you think it is? What is your like running theory right now on that creature? Do you think it's something new or something we know?
If it's something new, I do think it's supposed to be like a depiction of Hylia. If it's something entirely different, I guess it might be like a Zonai related deity. I don't know much else about what it could be, to be honest.
1 second, my doorbell is ringing. Can you keep my audience occupied for a sec? I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Let's just hope he doesn't rewatch this part of the stream where I now trash talking. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much, The Art of Meme. The Art of Mean. I did it as well with Monster Maze. For the $5, the double agent. I appreciate it. I think the green hand is the being in the carving, who is another princess like we've seen before. Oh, like Midna or Hilda. That would be an interesting take.
It was just a package. A late night package.
Now your chat's sending you stuff.
Oh.
Wow, that delivery is fast. Yeah, it would be interesting if the green hand was related to like a new character such as Midna or Hilda. One thing that I didn't see talked about very often with like when the very first trailer came out is a possibility that this hand could also like serve the role as a companion character of sorts. So I mean, it's always possible that could happen. But I would love to see a new character who accompanies you like Midna or Hilda. I replayed Twilight Princess for like the second time ever recently, and Midna was such a good character.
Yeah, she was.
Anthony Young, thank you so much for the $20 donation.
Awesome.
Let's try and
give
spread
it up
the love
for Anthony.
down with Monster Maze. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
No quintessentials. It was delivered by van. I thought someone slammed into our house, but they were just parked very weirdly. And yes, ik ben Nederlands. I am Dutch.
Captain says, I want them to announce Twilight Princess is coming to the Switch. Yes, thank you. Why is that not a thing yet? Like, it has to happen, right? We have to get Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to the Switch. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. But it's something that there's no way it's not going to happen.
It should be the easiest port ever.
That is a good topic, though, of like maybe to what we are going to expect from this direct, aside from Tears of the Kingdom stuff. By the way, Poncho, thank you for the $5 donation. Here's a question: what got you guys into Zelda? For me, it's funny. When I grew up, I wasn't actually a huge Zelda fan. I was mostly into like Mario and stuff like that. I don't know really what got me into Zelda. It was just another one of those really big Nintendo related games. My first Zelda was Majora's Mask. Terrible first game to try and get into the series. I know for some people, you know, it could be seen still as a good one, but the fact that it's a time limit just kind of pressures you. Espen, thank you so much for the I don't know how much that is in US dollars, but thank you so much for the 200 NOK. NOK, what is that?
Oh, and thank you for joining, Banoon. I saw your Twitter message. I will respond after this whole storm passes.
Anyways,
NOK, what is that again? I know that.
Yeah, I can't remember. So I'm sure someone who doesn't understand currency is like, whoa, $200. So back to the topic. Expectations for the direct aside from Tears of the Kingdom news. some of the things I'm hoping for is obviously Twilight Princess and Wind Waker ports to the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they released a Tears of the Kingdom themed Switch console, because I definitely get that.
Well, we
If
had the
they,
leak, right?
yeah, well, disregarding the leak. Before that, I was always thinking that they probably. I'd be surprised if they didn't have one. So I hope that is a thing. Golem, thank you so much for the $2. And then my other two hopes were big 3D Mario game. It's been long enough. I want to see the next big 3D Mario game. And then my most unrealistic expectation, but one that I would love to see, is a remaster of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door for the Switch.
Ooh,
Favorite game
yeah.
of all time. That's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, it's one of my
like,
favorites too.
I remember a super old article, and it mentioned that like Nintendo was thinking about it based on if people wanted it, but I'm not sure how like valid that was. But that would sell it for me. Even like even if we
by the way,
included Tears of the Kingdom there.
you were sharing your backstory about how you got into Zelda, right? Give me 1 sec. SAH Gollum, thank you so much for the $2. We have some questions also. Dave S, thank you so much. Is it me, or does the Hylia creature bear striking resemblance to the creature that is attacking Ganondorf in the E3 2019 trailer in the flashback? Yeah, that shadow on the wall, you mean, right? Do you remember that NBC or Will?
Yeah, the flash and the shadow.
You see the big hand. That creature on the mural does have like abnormally long arms and pretty big hands. Like if you compare them to the Zelda depiction, where they're like locking hands, like that other creature is clearly a lot taller and bigger.
Well, it's kind of bizarre because I remember looking into like to see if the figure also had the very like sharp nails, and in a lot of like angles and parts of the fingers, it looks like it's completely normal as Zelda's, but there's one specific finger, I think it might have been the thumb, that it's quite obviously supposed to have like a sharp nail at the end. But it's weird because that's the only instance where it's a thing, which has always been kind of weird to me. But yeah, it could also be related to the hand holding down Ganondorf.
Yeah,
because that was one of the initial thoughts for
I think so.
The first trailer. That was one of the initial thoughts that a lot of us had, where it might have been related to the hand that was, reaching out for Ganondorf, especially since, it's sealing him at the moment, and what we see might be what happened prior to it.
Like
and
right
with
before.
and with the most recent trailer, I could definitely see the figure being related to that hand somehow. Thank you so much, Carly Dobson, for the $20 donation.
Oh.
Zelda. Yeah, I'm so excited. Glad
Yeah,
to see you
same
here.
here.
Hope you're doing good.
We got another question from Taker610. Thank you for the $5. Twilight Princess to me is like the ultimate expression of the Zelda formula. Breath of the Wild more than tripled its sales. Pretty amazing. The pressure is on for Tears of the Kingdom. Oh yeah, for sure. What do you think? What is your stance on Twilight Princess? Because you recently played it. It's fresh.
The connections?
No, just in general. Like, what is your opinion of, like, is it, like, what is your general opinion about Twilight Princess, since it's fresh in your memory right now? You just played it.
I am really happy that I finally went back to replay it, because when I said it was the second time, I mean, like, I had only ever played it once before, and that was the very first time, obviously, because, played it once, and it was back on the Wii version. And I'm just really happy I got to play the HD, because I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a slow start, but it isn't as bad as I remember, I guess.
Well, maybe because you know what to do, but like when you played it for the first time, you are running around the village quite a lot. Like, what am I doing?
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But it's a lot of the dungeons are just really fun in Twilight Princess.
They're so good.
Like Snow Peak Ruins,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Temple of Time. Like it has so many amazing dungeons.
it has so many good dungeons. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's it's literally Ocarina of Time on steroids.
And like I said, Minna is like
ways.
the best companion character.
Yeah.
It
sure.
feels like she's like.
Well, she's not even a companion. She's more than a companion. It's actually her story mostly. She's the Twilight Princess.
Yeah, but I think the reason why it's so good is because when you think about it, a lot of the other characters, they just don't go through like their own character arc. There's no development.
Hey, Good Blood is here.
And Minna has. Oh, hey, hello, Good Blood. Hope you're doing good.
You know the documentary he made, right?
Yeah.
That big one. The Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Subtext. What was it called? The thumbnail.
Masterclass.
Masterclass in subtext. Yeah.
Masterclass in video editing.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, pretty much.
So good. When I saw that video, I was like, "Well, I still have a long way."
This is one of the best. This is one of the best Zelda videos.
I still have a long way to go with my editing and animation stuff.
Thank you so much, Larry Lightfoot, for the $5 donation. I wanted a GameCube Digital in the line of the NES, SNES, N64, and Genesis they have. Oh yeah, you mean like the Nintendo Switch Online Virtual Console? Yeah, it's so frustrating that they haven't. Because if they're going to charge for that, they really, and if they're also, more importantly, if they're going to be so upset about like piracy, but also not make these games available, you think they would have it on as virtual console or something.
Yeah. It's what by the way, what do you think of that price increase that we saw, which may or may not be true because they did remove it, but it's like Tears of the Kingdom might be $70.
Yeah, well, like the thing is, yeah, I think if that actually happened, I think it would be ridiculous. But obviously, I'd still buy it because it's my job. And I think a lot of people who would be upset about it, they would still buy it.
Yeah,
it's still Zelda,
and it's inflation.
But okay, but here's the thing. All right. In Canada, okay, a Nintendo Switch game currently is $79.99.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Huh.
That's our current price. So if it went up again, oh dear, yeah.
Yeah, inflation, man. It's not fun.
Yeah, well, there's also just a difference in currency, US dollar, Canadian dollar.
Yeah, true. Because here it's usually €60, but the euro is worth less than the dollar, if I remember correctly.
Thank you, La Fortney, for the $9.99 donation. Do you think that the large figures we see with Zelda Hylia is Zonai's iteration of Majora, and they are forming some peace pact? I don't think it's related to Majora. And also, Majora is straight up evil. I don't know if that would be connected to him at all.
Plus, it kind of feels like Majora was always kind of its own confined story, and after that, it's just done, basically. I know I made a whole video called the Return of Majora, but that was more like a hypothetical, like. Technically, the evil should still be inside the mask if it came from one of the other two timelines, but it's.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't actually expect that to show up again.
Yeah, like it's important to not try and not always have to look with a super critical eye, and it's fun just to talk about what could be.
Yeah,
and Nintendo's also very unpredictable, so.
They sure are. I think there's a better chance that, again, going back to Vati, I think there's a better chance of seeing something like Vati or the Minish or stuff like that return because of the director, Hidemaru Fujibayashi, who directed he wrote the story and the lore for the Minish Cap and the Oracle games, and so Vati and the Minish are his creation. So I would expect him to be pretty eager to put some of his own written lore back into the Zelda universe again.
Kind of, it's really cool when you think about it though, because a topic I always talk about on my channel because I love it is just like life force, and light force from Minish Cap. So the fact that like he
introduced
was
so much.
Yeah, the fact that he like worked on Skyward Sword and Minish Cap, and Skyward Sword, it was so huge on like the Malice and Gratitude crystals and all that stuff.
Yeah,
really cool.
Oh, Good Blood asks, do you think that the wait, oh, that's a different question. Do you reckon the Zonai are the Twilight?
I think it is possible. Yeah.
Like they're of a similar nature, you mean, or like they are straight up just?
I think it's possible they are the same, but like Nintendo could also just be adding all these dark tribes, and they're supposed to just be separate and never mentioned. Like a theory that I still really like is that the tribes, like the Dark Tribe, the Interlopers, the Ancient Ones, they're all like of this similar tribe. And when you have things like the Dark Tribe and the Cursed Mirror of the Dark Tribe, and then you compare that to like Mirror of Twilight,
like it's all powerful, forbidden magic and stuff like that.
Yeah. But it's still like I did a huge part of my second part of the whole Zonai series was about that possibility of the Interlopers being somehow related to the Zonai, and that the Interlopers are related to the Dark Tribe and Ancient Ones from Majora's Mask. But even then, I preceded that with saying that it's more on like the speculation side, because it's outside of Breath of the Wild, and we really don't know. They could just be similar tribes that aren't related.
It could very well be, or maybe we'll never know, and we have to just piece that together and make it something. The Art of Mean asks, do you think the eye symbols are related to Vati? I think so, but it could just be a little reference or Easter egg. Like the one on the shield, it looks too much like the Vati
It's very similar. Yeah,
it's very similar. Like the way it looks up, like almost towards the sky. It's very similar. So I do think it's probably at least a reference to him. That's why I'm also like, I really hope he will be. Because can you imagine seeing Vati in 3D, in a 3D Zelda game for a change? That would be cool.
That would be amazing.
Because then you can have a similar dynamic as you had with Zant and Ganondorf, and also to a lesser extent Girahim and Demise, where you have a villain and then a greater villain who is even more dangerous.
One character I loved that I highly doubt would ever make a return, but I thought Yuga was very underrated in A Link Between Worlds. Also, his theme slaps when you fight him for the last time before.
Oh, Yuga, yeah.
But also, like, he's a case where he gets Ganon's power, but it's not like a reveal where, oh, Ganon was only using him and Ganon's the main villain. He fuses with Ganon, and then it's still Yuga.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
If anything, he takes advantage of Ganon's power as opposed to the other way around. Yeah.
Exactly, and you have and then when you compare that to like Twilight Princess, where Ganondorf pretty much uses Zant to, for his own evil deeds, and then also Forcer's Adventures, another one where once you defeat Vati, there's like a little cinematic, and then you realize, oh, the final fight's actually Ganon, and you realize he's the main antagonist.
Ooh, yeah. We have another question from Dwayne Sepchich. Sorry for butchering your last name. Theory: Ganondorf has a Triforce of Power, and it's leaking through him like red malice. He was sealed by the Triforce of Courage, green energy from the hand, and the ancient hero. And the Triforce of Wisdom is the blue Sheik attack, like the ancient energy.
I love that theory. Yeah, I absolutely love that.
I really hope that is true, because it's too coincidental.
It's such a cool concept.
Yeah, Yeah, like all these
Yeah.
ancient forces are like now manifesting in different ways in
Yeah,
a
I feel
different
like
form.
that comparison is definitely intentional.
It has to be, right? It's the three colors that we know are important in this universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emir,
If they reveal any new Tears of the Kingdom trailers, do you think pre-orders will go live on Nintendo eShop after the direct? I mean, given what recently happened with that price that they took down, I wouldn't be surprised if they now let people pre-order on like eShop.
yeah, they will also probably have a like a collector's edition or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
with an
And so
amiibo
like
or
if they allowed pre-orders now would be the time they would likely announce like a collector's edition or even a Switch themed system or a Tears of the Kingdom Switch, you know,
yeah.
which I
Also,
would love.
just have a collector's box with all the necessary stuff because they did that with Breath of the Wild too, right? They had like those little marbles with the divine beast on it and a map, and I didn't get it, but it was like a Champions edition or something. Oh no,
Was the
no,
well
wait,
no
that
that
was the
was
book. That was the book.
yeah,
Sorry,
I think
yeah,
that was creating a
that
champion,
was
yeah.
creating a champion.
I
I'm confused now.
I think one place got a little like Master Sword pedestal figure or
Mm-hmm.
something. I think it was just like
Yeah, it was something
Europe. I don't know.
small. Yeah. Also, thank you, Dwayne. I forgot to thank you for the donation. Someone asked why I chose the name Monster Maze. It's based on a video game from the 80s. It's considered to be one of the first horror games ever, like ever made. It's called Monster Maze 3D, where you're just walking around in a maze and there's like some sort of dinosaur creature chasing you. It's very primitive, but it's very funny. Hey, Dr. Wiley. Boys, crazy, crazy.
Let's go.
You're not streaming, Timer. You're 3D printing the Master Sword right now. Oh, that's cool. I also recently got into 3D printing. It's magic. It's absolute magic.
William Martin says, "I'm so glad we might actually get to see Ganon this time around. Even when the game first came out, I felt like Calamity Ganon wasn't truly him." Yeah, that's very true. And
Yeah.
something that I had noticed, it's funny, I noticed this prior to the sequel trailer, but I said like in a video once, if you notice, Calamity Ganon, the spectral form never left Hyrule Castle. So the question is why? And then the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer comes out, and then you see Ganon sealed somewhere, and it's like, oh, well, that's probably why. He's probably under Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. Well, that it makes so much more sense now, and it almost feels like they had a sequel planned all along. But maybe as DLC initially, but you can feel that the story in the end was not finished. And I think
it's less that they had a sequel planned, and more so they just had like major story ideas for DLC.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being a sequel, like, you know.
Because you cannot just reduce Ganon back to a DLC appearance. That's
yeah,
like we're gonna
exactly.
It's the first appearance of Ganondorf as we know him from Twilight Princess in what, like when was Twilight Princess? 2006? A very long time ago. We haven't seen Ganondorf in a very, very long time. If you don't count remakes, obviously. I think Tears of the Kingdom will be Ganondorf's origin story. Well, his origin story is technically Ocarina of Time. But we will at least find out what he's been up to all this time, because he kind of disappeared from history for a very long time. Let me turn down this. I like.
Imagine if Zelda just dies. It's like, oh well.
Imagine if Zelda just died. Well, I could see it happening, to be honest. Obviously, they're not going to do it like in a gruesome way, but I could see her dying, and because maybe that's what the whole Ouroboros thing is about. Like, if Zelda dies, she's free from Hylia's influence again. So it's her. It's like, I don't know. It's very hard to explain. Like Hylia and Zelda are kind of the same thing, same person, but also not, because they did start out as two separate beings originally.
Yeah.
What do you think Ganondorf's voice will be like? Food. I hope it's gonna be very feral. I hope he has a very feral voice. Taima asks, boys, can I hop onto the call with y'all? More fun than watching alone, and I don't feel like streaming it myself.
Do you wanna?
Why? I mean,
I'd be fine with it.
As long as we don't scream over each other.
Yeah.
Because with
I don't know how to set up the Discord group properly though.
Yeah, you have to do an invite or something. Invite to serve. Oh no, wait, that's something else. Invite to serve. Not sure. Add friend maybe. Add friend to conversation. We are boomers. Actually, you're not a boomer at all. You're freaking young.
No, I am boomer. Let's just say that.
Compared to some other people on this, like other Zelda fans, you are considered a boomer, maybe.
What you're learning how to use Discord be like?
You're 25, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You're a pupper.
Larry, thank you for the $2 donation. Zelda dying is a real Spirit Tracks move. Yeah, they could do something like that. Man, I love the relationship between Link and Zelda of Spirit Tracks because it's just like a pure like friend thing. And Zelda of Spirit Tracks is a case where she actually, helps. I know that, in Breath of the Wild, technically, Zelda isn't that she does nothing because she holds back Ganon for 100 years. But it was so cool to kind of like control Link and Zelda.
I am 35, Swamp Shack. Thank you very much.
25 is a boomer now. It's a joke.
No, he thought I was 30. I was 39. It's like, no, that's still a little bit. Well, it's actually pretty close, and that's very scary. I think you can add me to the call by going to me on Discord. I don't think so. Can I just drag you in here? No, I cannot.
You should do a video where you write a new Zelda game. That would be an interesting thing for us to.
I think I'm not able to. It doesn't let me. Wait, why does it say you need to be friends with NintendoBlackCrisis to start a group DM?
We're not friends?
Are we not friends? Are you serious? But it doesn't let me.
Hold on.
It doesn't let me send a friend request.
Well, I just hit add friend. I'm not sure if that.
Oh, we're friends now. How were we not friends all this time?
We were officially not friends until now, guys. Oh my gosh.
Wait, create DM. What do you mean? Oh no, wait, that just starts a completely new call. Discord be confusing, yo.
I think you do have to like set up a new group and then just join the call. Okay, here. I think we just gotta hit start voice call now, and hopefully it works.
Okay, so
I'll go ahead and start this call.
Hello.
Hello. Surprise guest.
Surprise.
Yay.
I swear to God, if your audio quality is bad, I'm kicking you straight out of here again.
What, me?
No, so sometimes you have those people sometimes you have those people joining you and they sound like they're in a toilet or something. You're like, okay.
Well, I mean, it sounds fine, right? Because
Yeah,
sometimes
you
it's
sound
like
good.
sometimes my Windows is like, I have a genius idea. Let's connect to the webcam microphone instead, and I'm like, no.
I know there's an option to like change the audio level of each person, but I don't know where it was.
Oh yeah, you can. I'm not very good at
You
Discord
just
either.
you just
I'm
right
glad
click.
we're all geniuses.
You just right click on their avatar, their little circle.
Oh, here we go. Perfect. All right.
thingy.
Just gonna set Wiley's to 0%, and we're good.
I was hoping you're gonna make that joke.
No.
I was like, should I? Should I not?
I
Let's
mean,
see.
you know, we're both Dutch, right? You can just bully us both at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 31 minutes left until the direct starts.
31 minutes of
FYI.
limbo.
Now we're gonna do some hardcore theorizing. Why did it pause my video?
I think my theory is I think Ganondorf will both be like slimmer and shorter than Link.
Slimmer and shorter?
Yeah, so he's not very threatening.
Well, his corpse looked pretty damn big.
What? So it's like that
Yeah,
scene
which is
from the
surprising.
so it's like that scene from the Mario movie, the first trailer, where it's like attack, they're throwing snowballs, and then you zoom out and then you just see Bowser.
Yeah,
sitting there,
basically.
Like,
So
really?
it looks very menacing, but in the end, like he just kind of gets up from his, I don't know, stone slab like he's some sort of Mayan mummy, and then he's just, like a meter tall or something, like 3 foot, 4 foot, you know.
It reminds me of the final phase of the spider fight or the Goma fight in Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah, where
Or
he
just
breaks
a little-
apart and it's like the little small.
And then,
one, right?
and then the funny, the music completely changes, and then just running around.
Yeah, that was a
good.
weird boss fight. It was cool, but also that ending was so odd.
It's just an eyeball with a spider's
I
body.
It sold the fight for me. Like, all right, this is great.
Maybe it helped the. It was something they put in to help the arachnophobes realize that it's just a teeny spider.
Oh, you should have. Well, I assume you've seen like the older Twilight Princess trailer where like Link's being chased
Oh
by
yeah,
some.
in that cave.
Yeah, in the cave. Yeah, like, jeez, man.
I looked at that like a little bit ago because I wrote a script about like the potential Twilight Princess sequel they were gonna do, and I looked at that footage and was like, man, Twilight Princess could have been even more epic, but it wasn't. 'Cause they had to cut down time and everything. And I think there was also, because a lot of people always say, yeah, the Wind Waker was smaller and Sunshine was rushed and blah 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 because they were kind of pushed, which is true. But I think there was also a problem with the discs because there were smaller discs which were done because of piracy reasons. Because the smaller discs you couldn't really burn it on a normal CD, you know. But those smaller ones didn't hold as much data, so they had to cut back a lot on a lot of their games because it just couldn't hold that much data. I think Resident Evil wasn't 2 discs for that reason as well. It's a weird little technical gimmick problem thing.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's so their paranoia for piracy overruled having more capacity.
Yeah, basically, yeah, but that's just kind of...
That's why the PlayStation 2
it's
won.
kind of a Nintendo thing.
Yeah, that's why the PlayStation 2
I was
won.
gonna say Nintendo does Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
Equals weird.
And now they are using flashcards, which is like the easiest thing to dump on a PC.
Yeah, I'm glad they're using flashcards, though. They kind of, like, they saw the light, because flashcards load incredibly fast and are very portable and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They're just more expensive to use, as far as I remember. Like, in the beginning, they talked about that a lot when the Switch was, like, new. It was like, oh, yeah, but the cartridges are less profitable because the flash things are more expensive on the open market. And I was like, well, rip, but hey, at least my loading times are, like, 25% faster.
Tingles of the Kingdom. Yeah. Bring back
I do
Tingle.
wonder what they're gonna do for like the next generation of system, because the Switch, like it's at the point where it's like, all right, we need new hardware.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
oh my god, like I could talk about that for hours how bad it is. At the moment.
Oh yeah,
And Nintendo is too proud to be like, well, we'll just make the exact same thing but bigger and like better performance, because
Well,
they
I mean,
always have to do
me
something
and,
new.
I mean, they did that with the Wii and DS. I mean, they just gave
Well,
it a 3D spin and a tablet.
I mean, the Wii was just it was pretty much, as from what I know, it was just pretty much the same as a GameCube, like spec
Oh
wise.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's,
The
it's
Wii.
super funny how like Nintendo kind of, I don't know what it was, but Nintendo has these kind of weird phases. I've studied this and it is fascinating, and that is I would call it King of the Hill syndrome. Like they become the king of the industry, like they did with the NES and SNES. Then they become too cocky and don't care that much and treat like businesses surrounding them that make games for their consoles badly. And then they need to all of a sudden do a pivot because they release an N64 and GameCube that didn't do anywhere near as well, and they have new competitors. And then they decide to do a bit of a pivot. And with the Wii, they were kind of on their last legs and a bit desperate. So they just took basically two GameCubes, glued them together, and added a gimmick to it, and started treating outside developers from like other studios better. And that got them to a good position. And then they again became too cocky, and we had the exact same ride with the Wii U. They even wanted to make, like, Ubisoft already came to them during the Wii U era to make the Mario plus Rabbids game, but Nintendo shut it down after seeing like one drawing of it and was like, no, we're not doing this. And now with the Switch, they're like, oh yes, please come make video game, you know, because it's like, oh yeah, we need those other games because otherwise we can't fill like the gaps. So people get bored with the console and then they're like, screw this, and then they leave.
Well, and I believe you also had a Steam Deck, right?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
playing God of
Exactly.
War.
Exactly. And I got one, and it's like, man, this is so good, and it just shows like we really needed like a proper Switch Pro.
Yeah, and I think also like the competition is a good thing because it often forces Nintendo to adjust, realize, change, improve. You know, as always happens in the world.
Like competition wise, they don't necessarily have to worry, you know, about, because like obviously people are still gonna buy the Nintendo consoles for the games. I think most of the competition is in like that third party, because
Oh yeah.
yeah, because you know what, I mean obviously it's more expensive than the Nintendo Switch, but Nintendo could
I mean, not
totally.
by a lot.
Well, that's the thing. Nintendo could totally. They don't even have to like go as powerful, but they could definitely, you know, upgrade the Switch.
I think they can easily reach Steam Deck levels. You got to remember the Steam Deck, like the hardware inside, is based on 2019 AMD, basically, 2020, something like that, because it's RDNA, just an updated version of RDNA. So maybe 2021, but I think if they release, let's say, a new console like at the end of this year or maybe next year, something like that, they can probably rival the Steam Deck in terms of power. I mean, Steam is already making a Steam Deck 2, which I found a bit weird because I was like,
Wow.
oh yeah, they're gonna sell this thing for like 2 to 3 years and then they make a new one because
Is
PC has faster cycles. But
Is the stream laggy for anyone else, or is it just Storm?
no, no, it's not laggy for me. I'm watching it on the side so I can read chat and look at all the funny little messages and beautiful colors. I don't know why they changed that,
it's
but...
just Storm. Well, maybe then. Never mind.
No, it looks fine, bro. Don't worry, bro. It's fine, bro.
Don't worry about it.
No, I think it's funny that people always, when the stream starts lagging for them, they just immediately assume like, oh, it's the stream, it's not my internet. It's just, and it
Well,
just
I mean,
it just confuses the streamer. Where I have to check with everyone. Like, is it lagging? Is something wrong?
Bro, I recently had where I was streaming and my software, like the software that was recording it, looked like the footage in the software that was using to record it looked laggy as hell. So I was like, oh god, is it lagging? And then I looked at the stream itself and asked other people, and I was like, no, it looks fine. Why does it look so laggy?
Yeah,
Like,
the hardest one, I think, aside from that, is like audio check to make sure everything sounds okay. So that, because like that, you gotta like do pre-recording stuff to test that out. Because you know, you ask and it's like, oh yeah, audio sounds fine. You listen back to it and like it sounds really quiet. Or you know, I've half people saying, "Oh yeah, it's perfect," the other half being like, "Oh, it's way too quiet." It's
Oh,
like,
Mastered it.
it's fine, Storm. I'm not blaming you, but I always get nervous whenever it's like the same thing when even one person says like the audio is not good, immediately I start finicking with controls like, oh god.
Oh yeah,
Don't
totally.
worry, Monster Maze. It's all fine. And Storm, Papa is very proud of you. Little kiss. Mwah.
No, it's fine, Storm. It's you don't no need to apologize. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
It's his own insecurities.
Thank you so much, iCloud Rain, for the donation of $20. Zelda will narrate the trailer, and Ganondorf or Link will speak by the end of the trailer. I definitely could see the narration. Can you please unban me on Discord? Mod banned me unfairly a year ago. Okay, I will check and see what was up with that, and I'll try to get back to you.
The Nintendo Direct just went live, by the way, so I have no more countdown.
Let me know what your Discord is, SkyCloud Rain, just so I can like reference it when I talk to them.
It's still like 22 minutes left before it starts, but the timer is gone now.
Yeah, they do that.
Bro, I would love it if just at the end of the trailer, when they show off Ganondorf with Link or something, it gives me like I would love it if it gave me the exact same vibes as like that wolf character in the new Puss in Boots movie. Like, please.
I haven't seen it yet, so please don't spoil it.
It's so good.
That's why I'm not saying any extra details.
I've seen it.
We are gonna watch it, but we had the choice, and my fiance was like, "I'm not really feeling an animated movie right now." I'm like, "All right, well, you know,
Please don't tell me you saw
you're a gentleman." So I decided we will go to Missing.
My family went to see Avatar. They're like, "Oh, do you want to see the one?" I'm like, "Ah, no, I'm fine."
I was so underwhelmed by Avatar 2.
Bro, I
oh no, are we really going to this? Oh no, are we going to spicy opinions?
It just felt like a 3-hour tech demo.
Oh no, here we go. Let's go, boys.
And this is coming from someone who was actually really, really invested in the first movie. Like, I was one of the few people who were like, yeah, I don't care if it's derived from other stories. I really liked it. I really liked the first movie a lot. I saw it. I've seen it like at least 6 times. And but the second one
was just weird.
It didn't do it for me.
It kind of felt like a rehash of the first one. Like, so many beats and story beats and ideas were rehashed into Avatar 2, so it just felt strange, you know? It felt like I was watching the exact same movie, but Waterworld edition. That's the only thing I told my sister.
That's exactly... Like, when my mom was describing the plot, I was thinking, isn't that, like, the exact same premise of the first movie?
Exactly it's even the first movie, but Waterworld edition.
It's even the same villain. It's just like, the same villain is back, even though he's totally died at the end. But he downloaded himself to a new body. It's like, what the heck?
Bro, I would love to have that power, though.
If that's possible, then nobody in this universe can technically die, because everybody can just download their consciousness to a floppy disk or whatever.
Bro, when I turn 80, turn me into ChatGPT version 500, please. That would be cool.
Yeah. Anyway, let's try to shift gears back to Zelda, because we have like 20.
Sorry.
We have like no, it's fine, it's fine. But we have like 20 minutes left until the direct, and I might take a small bathroom break before that happens, or else I'm gonna regret it. But so Timer, what do you what are you expecting to see from this?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, since you joined, maybe you could just if there's anything you want to talk about quickly.
Like, do you think we're gonna see more so like a trailer akin to the one we saw in 2017 for Breath of the Wild, like that big epic trailer, or do you think they might mostly like focus on gameplay, where they're like doing a little demonstration thingy or something?
Well, I mean, we're really close to. I have candy in my mouth. If it sounds weird, but we're really close to like the game's launch, and Nintendo has chosen to go for their weird way of releasing a new game. Like they did a similar thing with Super Mario Galaxy 2, where it's like la di da di da, nothing is happening, blah blah, boom, Super Mario Galaxy 2, here we go, it's coming. Like, no information, nothing. Like, what? What? You know?
It's like, hey, guess what? What?
So I expect them to go for a bit of a catch up, you know. So I think there is actually a pretty decent chance, since we're so close to it. They've already told investors that it's going to release at that date, so it's going to release, especially after one delay already.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of expect them to like show a trailer and then move on to some bits of gameplay or explain some specific things in which Tears of the Kingdom is different from the original Breath of the Wild, like additions, new powers, stuff like a little bit of. I think there's a good chance we will get a surprising amount of information. First, a banger of a trailer, or at the end, but I think at the beginning, and then some more details about the game itself. You know, like the world, the powers, like a bit of a TLDR.
I think if we get the next trailer we get is going to be on the scale of like the 2017 trailer.
Yeah, like the story one, you mean?
Yeah,
kind of like sort of, because like we had this topic at the beginning of this stream where it's like, oh, how much story do you think they're going to show? And I think it would be structured the exact same as a 2017. How you might have a couple voice lines here and there, and maybe a few story related cutscenes, but it's still going to be as vague as usual.
I hope so, because the 2017 trailer for Breath of the Wild, as awesome as it was, it contained like 90% of all the cutscenes in the game. Everybody was like, whoa, this game is going to be huge. What a big, giant story. It's like, no, actually, that's pretty much all there is.
Which game?
Breath of the Wild, the 2017 teaser, or the 2017 trailer for Breath of the Wild, the big one, the story trailer.
Yeah.
Pretty much like 90% of all the big, noteworthy cutscenes were in there.
Oh, yeah.
Since when is there a limited... What? Why can I not tweet anymore? What is this? Huh?
Well, no. Did Elon ruin Twitter again?
Anyway, while Timer tries to figure out how the internet works, I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom. You guys keep my audience entertained for
I'll tell them about
minutes.
me being hacked. No, but it's saying you are over the daily limit for sending tweets. What is this?
But talk about Zelda, damn it. This is a Zelda stream.
Okay, never mind. Bro, Zelda's pretty cool,
they
bro.
They were tweets about Zelda.
Whoa, Zelda's pretty cool, bro.
I was tweeting that I was here.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thanks, Guy, for the donation of $2. I want vague. Please be vague. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. I want it to be vague.
Well, yeah, it would be better if it was vague, because I think, like, wasn't it Ainuma who said, this is going to be dark, bro? What I wanted to be a bit vague for that reason.
Well, that was more so about just the tone of the first trailer. But I think a lot of us are expecting, even with that like proper context, that this will be darker, and I hope it is. So
it would be cool if it's like you know how Majora's Mask was in terms of story and everything, like vague and weird and a lot of depth to it and a lot of angles you could approach it. I hope they go for a similar type of thing this time and don't tell us too much. And then you just play the game and you're like, oh my god, this what?
Do you hope that the timeline will still remain like ambiguous, or do you want a conclusive answer to it?
Well, I think I kind of have mixed feelings about the timeline, because on the other hand, it's useful and handy and gives a bit of structure, but on the other hand, Nintendo doesn't think about this kind of stuff at all. So I kind of want them to just ditch it and come up with a new structure for how this stuff works. Because it's kind of like a good friend of mine, Birdkeeper Toby, who does a lot of Pokemon content, said like was really into Zelda theorizing as well for a very long time, and especially back in the day, and still is. But he has a Pokemon channel, I mean. But he said he really liked the fact that back in the day there was no timeline, so you could puzzle it. You know, you could create your own timeline or how events went and blah blah blah. And I think that's actually like a better way of doing it, like to keep it a bit vague and no real structure, and just let people kind of figure it out. Because to be honest, what we as fans come up with is a million times more coherent and epic than what Nintendo has made. IMO.
Yeah. Even with the like. I've always considered Breath of the Wild to be like I guess a soft reboot of sorts of the timeline.
Yeah. It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the right direction, to be honest. It's better.
Yeah. Well, I think it also might help them just with the future games, maybe in a way feel a bit less restrictive.
Yeah, it also, like, Nintendo just loves to be creative. That's the thing that Nintendo cares about the most. They love being creative, and they don't like to be, like, tied down by certain either conventions or story or stuff like that, you know? So, and then and when it comes to the Super Mario games, they're like, timeline? What is a timeline? Stuff just happens, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. Bro, I want to create, like, cool capture hat mechanics. Leave me alone. That's basically just Miyamoto and his
They all of a
creation
sudden like release a Mario game where they have this new villain, and at the end he's like, I will return an incarnation of my hatred, and then it's just like, oh, well, there's Bowser's origin story.
God, no, I wouldn't like that. Just keep it a bit,
oh,
like,
yeah.
add some fun little, like, I liked how they added with Super Mario Odyssey the brochure, which has all kinds of little bit of lore tidbits, you know, but that's as far as they should go, in my opinion, when it comes to Super Mario, at least. But with Zelda, they can be more detailed, but I think some sort of overarching structure and all kinds of lines in the sand with limitations just doesn't help. And I mean, it just creates, like, the problem is they create complex stuff, especially when it comes to storytelling, like time travel, and then they're like, yeah, bro, we have a timeline and everything, you know, like trying to maintain some sort of structure and explain it all. But then there are still like 5,000 gaps, which especially happens with time travel stuff, you know, like even time travel movies. I mean, Back to the Future also had its flaws. So I think it's just better for them to not worry too much about that and just, I don't know, make cool games. And then we'll figure it out, you know, what the timeline is, how stuff works, blah, blah, blah. And we just get some, like, very rudimentary lines in the sand, but not, like, rigid structure such as a timeline. Because it's just more fun, and it's less of a headache for them, and all their attempts so far at being like, no, bro, these are the rules. Don't work, you know, it just doesn't work.
Whoa. Sky, thank you for the super chat donations. They're gonna nuke the timeline, like of course they will. I'm curious on the mechanics. Absolutely, I also am curious. I think that'll be a big focus of this next trailer we get. Like, will the gameplay be way different than Breath of the Wild? I hope so. Again, yeah, absolutely agree. If they're gonna go back to the same Hyrule, that obviously extends to Hyrule itself, the exploration. If the gameplay is the same, we're all gonna be pro going into it. Yeah, all those people making those montages and stuff of like crazy stuff in Breath of the Wild. Majora's Mask was made the year, so obviously they had to keep the same play style, but had plenty of time to build from the ground up for this one. Yeah, long story short, don't want glorified DLC. Yeah, and I think I can understand the biggest worry because it started off as DLC from what they said. But yeah, that's absolutely true.
Well, I mean, if they have an underground section.
Oh, sorry, I was actually muted. Sorry, guys.
Lamau.
Basically, I just said we have to get, people have to be convinced now in the next few months that this is going to be more than just glorified DLC. But yeah, go on. Give me your take, guys.
Well, I mean, I think it's not just going to be glorified DLC, because, like, if you look through the amount of ideas they had, it's crazy. And then they already did DLC, you know, like, holy moly. So I think there will be enough new stuff with, like, with the Sky Island stuff, and maybe underground stuff, most likely underground stuff, and then just kind of a revamped world, like, below, you know, normal level. And I mean, they can also add so many weird enemies. Like, have you seen what kind of stuff they came up with? Bro, it looks more like Elden Ring than something Nintendo has ever made. I would love to see that as well. I want it to be kind of messed up.
Yeah. Same here.
AM says, I want the sequel to use those scrap monster ideas. Give us something truly terrifying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, give me Dead Hand.
Exactly. And another donation by Sky Cloud mentioned, like if I know how to beat all the enemies, where's the challenge? Lionels were daunting at first, now they're a joke, and that absolutely is true. But I'm sure, like we've already seen some weird creatures and stuff. At least there's that one from the 2021 trailer, and then we have other things that aren't necessarily enemies, but you have that robot, which I have a feeling probably is going to play like a guardian role, kind of like, you know, other robots in the series. But I don't think it'll be an issue combat wise, because they're gonna have tons of new battle related mechanics. We've already seen, you know, a couple things, and Link having that like flamethrower shield add on, and I would be shocked if they didn't have like a ton of new enemies. I will be disappointed if they don't have like that many new enemies. It's like, really?
Well, I mean, they came up with like flying saucers, diminish, a flamethrower hand, something that looked like it was straight out of my nightmare, or like a Junji Ito manga, or like Berserk. So, I mean, we'll be like overloaded with all kinds of cool stuff, I think.
I think at like around the 5-minute mark, we should probably switch over to the direct stream, or at least keep it open. I will stop playing these teasers and trailers in the background.
These little promotional clips I downloaded as a VLC.
Well, actually,
I saw you switch.
Conrad from Commonwealth Realm, he upscaled all the trailers to 4K. Props to him for doing that.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, bro, I was over at his stream like before I came to this one, and I saw that he got a haircut, and he apparently got it in Japan, and my god, it looks so much better.
He looks way better like this, yeah, like, for sure.
My god, I don't know what the barber did over there, but my boy Conrad looking good.
Yeah, he's looking swag.
Thank you, Darkside95, for the donation. Sorry, I'll be quick with this. I just hope Tears of the Kingdom has as much as Breath of the Wild to explore. Absolutely. And I still hope that, like, I hope the 3 main areas, it's not just like Sky Islands and the surface. I want like underground exploration areas, kind of like what we saw in the first trailer. That would be so amazing. Also, Zatham, thank you for the donation of $1.99. At work, can't stay, have an amazing stream, you guys. Well, thank you very much for the donation, and we will have an amazing stream, and I hope work goes well for you. Okay, continue.
Oh yeah, well then now it's my turn. The Art of Mean, thank you so much again. Can we watch the previous teasers now? There's still time. I just played the previous teaser for you. I don't know if you saw that. I switched.
Boys, now it's my turn.
Zayfem at work. Can't stay. Have an amazing stream, you guys. Oh, thank you so much, and props to you for dropping by. Even though, and have a good work day. I hope you can. I hope you can manage.
Focus while the direct presentation's going on.
Eduardo Pacheco, again, sorry. I hope Tears of the Kingdom will have better side quests. I feel like Breath of the Wild was lacking in that aspect. I absolutely agree.
Most of the side quests suck in Breath of the Wild. A lot of them do.
Kind of ass.
It felt like it was very weird. It almost felt like Fallout type of side quests. Just get me this stuff. There was so little where it actually felt substantial. It was mostly just.
That's the cool thing with this like sequel with reusing assets. Just like
all right,
like a lot of side quests in Ocarina of Time were also a bit mid. You know, there were a couple of cool ones, but a lot of them were a bit mid. And then when we got Majora's Mask, they upped the side game like immensely. You know, so I kind of expect that as well. Also, little special message from Wiley. You all have been good boys, so I hope you get what you want from the direct.
Okay, let me just hide
something to drink real quick.
Yeah, do your thing.
This entire fireworks show start.
I also want to quickly mention, I'm already got my document ready with my partially made thumbnail, you know, in case I need it for the trailer analysis.
4 minutes left. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, people. Oh no.
Also, shout out to Lighthouse Horror. Anyone who wants to find a good creepypasta narrator on YouTube, he has great work.
So, by the way, do you think they're going to start out with Tears of the Kingdom, since people are already anticipating that it's probably going to be there? Or do you think they'll save it for the end?
I mean, surely they'd want to like show off some of the gameplay and stuff. I feel like if it was just the trailer, it would be at the end. But if they have like some like demo stuff, to also cover. Maybe that'd be at the beginning after the trailer. I don't know. But also, they would need another thing to end off, like a big 3D Mario game.
Well, or Metroid Prime 4.
What? What game? Huh?
What? Well, there is some credence to the idea that maybe they will finally show it. Because there were some updates to the Metroid Prime. I think they removed like the pre-order options or something. I don't know what it was exactly, but Doug Bowser was very excited. He was like, "Grab your bingo cards, guys!" It was like
they could also make a separate direct for a Zelda. That's still something that's possible, but who knows?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jay. Get your bingo card set. Well, we don't have bingo cards. Our bingo cards just says Zonai. It's just Zonai. So we're gonna be right either way. 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the music now. Oop, that's the wrong screen. Bloop. Yeah, no more music. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm gonna be reacting on camera this time, guys, because it's 11 p.m. almost here, and I look like I just woke up.
He's just upset he doesn't look as fashionable as Conrad.
Yeah. Actually, if there's anyone going to PAX this year, my visa for the US has been approved, so I'm all set. I've booked my flight. I'm going to be at PAX. So if there's going to be a Nintendo booth, I will be able to play maybe a demo of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm from the Netherlands, and we are good friends with our pals in the US, so they approved my my visa request, and like it took them like 2 hours, and they were like, "Yep, you are not menacing."
Okay, it should be starting any moment now. It's 5.
Yeah. Give me a quick like if it starts on your end, I want to be sure that mine is not accidentally paused or something. I just know something can go wrong. Just give me a quick little yell if something happens on your end. But yeah, 1 minute, guys. Oh, it's time. It is time. Wait, Chapsy is here? Where? Oh, Dwayne, thank you so much. Oh, yep.
Okay, you good?
Yes. They still have the COVID thing at the beginning?
Oh, hey, the COVID-19 rule. Epic.
All right, here we go, guys.
It's happening!
Whoa, this is looking... Wow, it's in space.
That's Pikmin. It's Zelda in space! I told you we were going to space!
Oh my god, he was right!
Oh my gosh, we're getting Pikmin news. Finally.
That's a pretty strong start. Oh yeah,
oh look at all!
It's a Zonai.
Look at all the cute creatures we're gonna kill.
Look at all the
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna kill them all. That's kind of fact though.
Keep an eye out for Zonai swirls, guys.
Yeah, this is just DLC for Zelda. Don't get your hopes up.
This is a strong start, though. It might not be as like big of a series as Mario or Zelda, but
stuff. My sister will go nuts for this.
Mikey!
I love the free camera, like not the top down kind of.
Yeah, I like the angling more as well, better than the older game.
I think it'll help really give off the scale more.
I like this, like
Zonai Pikmin.
As well. When is the last time they like actually released a new Pikmin game?
It was like a port of Pikmin 3 for the Switch.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, I know
pupper.
they did that, but like an actual proper new one.
It's a pupper.
That would have been Pikmin 3 for the Wii. I don't know when, but it was a very long time ago.
Oh,
That's how long it was.
Ages.
I'm gonna buy this game now. It has a puppy. It has a pupper.
Oh, look at him go!
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Mark so cute.
Pupman.
2013 was the last one, so like 10 years.
Okay, but can you pet the dog?
Yeah, can
pet
you?
The pupper?
We have
There's
to.
only one way to find out. Go to that one Twitter account that always shares that.
Whoa, this looks pretty epic.
This looks wild.
I
For a
played
Pikmin game.
I played bits of the first one, a good chunk of the second one, all of the third one. I'm definitely gonna play this.
I haven't touched a Pikmin game since the first one. I'm not really into Pikmin that much
Sick.
personally. I do like RTS games a lot though. So it's a bit weird. I don't know.
Or what is this for dark
Oh.
timeline Pikmin stuff?
That was
Wait.
spooky. I saw gratitude crystals in the
Hey, my
background.
man!
Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be
Somewhere
your
at the end of
guide
this here.
for today's Nintendo Direct.
Mr. Takahashi is here. He's in the building.
That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4.
Welcome, Takahashi.
A
Oh,
dog-like creature was spotted.
The
What
dog-like
kinds of
creature.
things will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future. Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Here we go.
And now the rest of this direct will be Breath of the...
I might be a bit behind, by the way.
It's all fine.
Yeah.
I think we're about the same. But you can
I
refresh.
accidentally my mouse has a hotkey on it I've never switched, where if I accidentally press it, it like goes back a page.
Ah. You can just refresh.
You might have to turn up the volume of the direct itself a little bit.
Xenoblade. Xenoblade stuff.
Select only one character and battle wave after wave of enemies.
Donnie.
Okay, it might be a bit harder to hear us. I'm gonna have the direct be a bit louder.
What is it, Timer?
You might have to turn up the audio of the direct a little bit. I see people in chat about it. Like, give it a couple more dB.
And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
I think it's
Tell me why.
I turned it up a little bit.
What you want?
Is it
Nothing's
better
gonna
like
get
this?
through to
Yeah?
him.
Okay.
He's a heartless machine.
Yeah, better. Better.
Wait, what the heck was that? Now I lost my train of thought.
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3
You're welcome.
expansion pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles
that.
3 game launches
I
on
took
the
your
Nintendo
thought.
Switch
I thought I
system
saw Elvis.
February 15th.
What, like Elvis Presley? Or
No.
Take it, amigo.
What do you mean?
Alvis. Elvis. You would.
Move to the
You are
beat
clearly
of
not
brand
into
new Samba de
Xenoblade.
Amigo game.
No.
Grab your Joy-Con controllers
Not my
and
cup of tea.
gently shake 'em
I
like
tried it.
maracas to match the targets during a song.
What's
Now
your
I am excited for this.
Follow the instructions on
Elvis.
screen to pose and dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay
This
on
is
your
one of those
toes.
weird Wii games.
Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker?
Wait, these monkeys are from
Make sure
Sonic
to show
Racing?
up in style too.
I have no idea.
Compete online in
Like, what's your favorite Sonic character? Oh, really? The monkeys.
I really like the monkey with the square Minecraft head.
And aim for first place. 40 songs are
NFT
included,
dance
spanning a
off.
multitude of genres from around the world.
Hell yeah, I'm
So
gonna
grab
import my
those
Bored Ape
controllers
into this. Where's my
and get
MetaMask wallet?
shaken When Samba de Amigo
Let's do
Party
this.
Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this
Shimmies.
summer.
It shimmies onto Nintendo Switch.
But
Got a passion for fashion?
No.
Welcome to
Got a passion for fashion,
This
nah,
is the
man.
place to glam it up and express yourself.
Well, I
Here,
thought this
you'll
was
aim
just
to
gonna be
become
some
a
weird dress-up
stylish
game, but
influencer.
now
Man.
it looks like
And you're
a
in luck.
Sonic Frontier
Tons of
map.
people are seeking
Zelda's
the
looking
latest
different,
trends.
guys.
Forget Tears of the Kingdom. This is what I'm interested in.
Bro, I love the outfit
Yeah.
choices that we have now.
Just upload an analysis video of just this.
How that would be?
Now it's
I
time
would love
for
it if like
fashion
Nintendo
design.
did like a Nintendo Direct like 2
Choose
or
from
3
over
days
1,000
before
design options.
the 1st of April,
Then add a
April
personal
Fools, you know,
touch
so
to
you
give
could make a
your item
video on it.
final flourish.
That would be great.
You can get the items other people are wearing by liking them.
Yeah,
What
this
kind
is.
of world is this set in?
favorites
Why
to
are these people
create
on top
new
of
looks.
skyscrapers?
I don't know.
It's a floating island, bro.
Checking online,
Yeah, it's the
you can
floating
expand
Bro,
island.
your
just
friend
don't think
circle
about it.
and grow your brand.
These are all Zonai. The Zonai were
Yeah.
very fashionable,
Got an
actually.
eye for
Nobody knew
fashion?
that.
Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts
Kind of weird how
exclusively
some
on
of the
Nintendo
Zonai are like
Switch this
incredibly
year.
pale though. Like almost as if they're a zombie.
Well, they've been living on the ground all this time.
Delve into these dark
Ooh,
worlds.
that's a good argument though.
Dracula's
Can't beat
Castle
that.
beckons in this
Ooh.
new paid DLC for
Ooh.
the roguelite
This
action
looks
platformer,
awesome.
Dead Cells.
Oh yes, Dead
Venture
Cells.
through the castle's
Oh my
hellish
God,
halls and
the
outskirts
Castlevania?
Oh, I love this
alongside
art style
Velma
so
and
much.
Alucard,
Bro,
leading
this
up
game is
to a
great. If you
showdown
haven't played
with
it,
death
you should.
and Dracula
So much fun.
himself. Wield the
I've played all the
vampire killer and other
Castlevanias except the
iconic
3D
weapons as you
ones.
vanquish legions
Yeah, but
of
I mean Dead
monsters in
Cells.
frenetic
Oh, Dead Cell.
combat. 12
Yeah, that's
original
what this game
covers
is.
and 51
This is Dead
songs
Cell.
from the Castlevania
Mhm.
series accompany you
Super
during
fun.
your quest
I love this
in
game.
Dead Cells. Return to
I love this
Castlevania.
sort of art
Taking
style.
its
It's
Oh,
so
this
Nintendo
music.
Switch, March 6th.
Yeah,
Pre-orders
pixel art
begin
has
today
something
on
magical about
Nintendo
it.
eShop.
It's timeless.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the
Enter a
Minish
new
Cap
grid
still looks
in this
amazing as
narrative
well.
puzzle
Yeah.
adventure set within the Tron
That game is like
universe.
5 billion years old.
Uncover dangerous
Funny how
trees
an
and
art
retrieve
style
what
that
was
started
lost
from
as
graphical
you navigate
limitations
through a
became
perilous
such
world.
a staple.
Your decisions and the
Because
alliances
nobody
you
in their
forge
right
will
mind
impact
would
your
make a
journey
video
and
game
the
that
entire
looks like
server.
early
Tron
N64
Identity
graphics
launches
nowadays.
first for consoles on Nintendo
No,
Switch
because that just
this
looks
April.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why do people
Who's
not
there?
do that? That's a good question.
Wait,
if people
is
see
that-
that nowadays, it's just like, what is this,
Well,
like
that
failed
can't be
indie dev?
good. The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns
Although,
to
have you
HD.
seen the Tears of the
After
Kingdom,
kicking the bucket
like the
and
first
becoming
Breath of the
Ghost,
Wild
you
2
can
trailer
sense and
in
control
N64
objects.
graphics?
With your powers,
Yeah,
you
I've
can
seen
even
that one.
help
I've also
others
seen
like
the
this
Tears of
woman
the
and
Tears of
change
the
any
Kingdom one. Yeah.
ill-fated
It's pretty
That
funny.
looked pretty cool,
Fates.
but
Ghost Trick,
Not
Phantom
great.
Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
I don't like
Two
this art style
connected
too much.
worlds, one
Looks weird.
suspenseful thriller.
What is this? He's getting away. Oh my god!
Can't say that, Donnie.
Daycap police.
Is this like a decaffeinated version of police work or something?
Oh, I hate this run cycle. As an animator, I hate it. It's
Yeah,
too.
but it's something you see in a lot of games, right?
It's
Like
too
Genshin
floaty.
Impact.
So many walk and run cycles are too floaty. There's no weight behind it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess
so that's how I feel with a lot of the not the Sword Shield, Scarlet and Violet animations.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but,
very
I mean,
floaty.
It's
I mean,
also
Scarlet and Violet we could talk about a lot when it comes to like certain design and like other choices they have made that were mediocre.
I also really hated it in the Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D. The run cycle doesn't look right. It feels like he's ice skating.
Yeah, but
Like
if
the-
Bayonetta does it, you like it.
like there's not enough bounce to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the original
almost-
actually felt weighty.
It kind of has the feeling that it's like that he's walking, but there's like a thin layer from between him and the ground.
Yeah, exactly that.
Once upon a time,
Like it
there
doesn't
was
make
a
physical
witch and a
sense, like
demon.
the way he's walking and the speed and everything.
Well, a lot of anime,
Experienced origins
today.
As a young witch named Cereza.
Oh
Well,
wait,
I mean,
this
it's
is not
Nintendo.
really.
Power to rescue her
Yeah,
imprisoned
yeah,
mother.
that's true.
She ventures deep into the Avalon
The
forest
Japanese
ruled
market
by
especially
fairies.
loves that, and now the Western
Well,
market also loves it.
To be
Single
fair,
player stuff.
Breath of the Wild also is kind of anime.
There,
Nah, I wouldn't call cell shading anime.
Well, but it has the typical big anime eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah, slightly a little bit, but not as dramatic as some.
Like compared to Skyward Sword, which is also cell shaded.
They'll need to work together in battle as well.
Well, I don't know.
All right, let me do an in-depth analysis.
I feel like Skyward Sword would have bigger eyes. I think.
Really?
I think.
Let me look it up. I'm going to math.
Or stop an aggressive one to
Maybe.
focus on another. Strategically use each character's abilities to win battles.
This looks pretty flashy, though, to be fair. The animation looks really good.
Strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more power,
This tickles
I
my
have-
animation,
battles can be more easily
my
swayed.
animation
brain
brain. Yeah.
Can Cereza
I
and
have to
Chester
disappoint you.
find
The eyes in
their
Skyward
happily
Sword
ever
were a little bit bigger than in Breath
I
of the
knew
Wild.
it. I
Really?
knew it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a difference between the two even, but it looks like the Skyward Sword ones are slightly bigger and a bit more stylized. You
Ooh.
know?
How was that?
How was that? Well, it was
Please take a
pretty
look
mid.
At this.
Aside from Pikmin. Look at this. What is this?
Well, I want Advanced Wars. Now that somebody mentions it,
Oh.
Pikmin.
this doesn't
More
look like
Pikmin.
We bring the Pikmin update to Splatoon. Wow!
I
That
still
walk
need.
is so silly.
I still need to play Splatoon 3 sometime. I cannot bring
Don't have
myself
time?
to investing time into it.
Why not? Is it like not really your cup of tea or?
Well, it's just I don't know. I'm more into single player stuff, and I think Splatoon is just too much. Like a lot of the fun depends on being online.
Oh, 100%.
Introducing the
It's an online
Splatoon
first game
3
after all.
expansion pass. This paid DLC
I mean, it has some
includes
single player
2
stuff,
waves of
but-
content.
I haven't played an online game like
First
since Smash
wave
Brothers
is
Ultimate.
Inkopolis. Make
Damn.
this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon
No,
game
I'm
your
a
stomping
cheeky
ground.
connoisseur in the Minecraft. Yes.
This
Well, if I
is
don't
Booyah.
count like
It's got some
co-streaming
pretty
with
neat
my
weapons
friend
and
just
gear.
playing Minecraft,
You might
that
spot
that
a
I
few
guess that
familiar
counts
faces
too.
alongside new shopkeepers.
Yeah, of course. it
That
does.
counts as
Products here
multiplayer.
And you've
But
also
is the
played that
ones in
like
Splatsville.
that ghost
so shop
game.
wherever
and,
your vibes are strongest.
Phasmophobia.
well, yeah, that one.
Sterling
Our
says
brains were like fucking
I
hooked up
sh-
and synced.
I ship Dawn and NBC.
Functionality all work in the same
Uh-oh.
way here, too.
Uh-oh.
Well, either of you has to move to the other side of the world then for that to happen.
And I would have to have a firm talk with my fiance.
The Squid Sisters will
Can we
Look,
also
switch
babe,
this to
we
an
gotta
open
talk.
relationship?
need a mix of old school and freshness.
If we're talking Nintendo multiplayer games, the only thing I really play is Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yeah.
First wave
Yeah.
of this paid DLC launches.
I haven't played Mario Kart Online in so long.
Same here.
Because it just frustrates me. Because it's like, I think I'm okay at the game or good. Because I play with friends and whatnot, and time
Oh,
trial I
what's
do
this?
pretty okay. And then I play online with other people, and then it's just hell. Hell, absolute hell.
Skill issue, bro.
My god, you're just like my
What
Twitch
is this?
chat.
Bro, watch my whole complete over 1 hour Mario Kart 8 Deluxe guide. Instant pro.
that freaking video so long, my lord. I could do it and become a Mario Kart pro.
Oh, this is still
20 player career.
Splatoon stuff.
I mean, in all seriousness, there are a lot of very useful tips in it.
Alright, time to watch that and best my friends even more.
Splatoon 3 expansion pass side order. What does that
What is
mean?
this? This looks like very abstract and odd, and I like that.
Yeah.
Color splash. You gotta restore all the color to the town.
Oh my god,
Wave
it's just
one,
like Super Mario
Inkopolis.
Sunshine.
Wave
Yes,
two,
they actually
Sound
listened to
Order
make
will
Super
launch
Mario
in the
Sunshine
future.
2.
Not everything ties back to Mario Sunshine.
In my
That's
world,
the
it
one.
does.
That's the one sequel
That's-
that never is gonna happen that I'd like to see happen.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here.
same. I love Sunshine.
Hey,
it
Hugh.
gets hated too much.
Many people have played
Well, I mean,
Splatoon 3
Nintendo did
since
kind
its
of cut
launch.
corners a little bit.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's
like,
just,
the
uh,
physics are awful for
very
something.
much.
Dr. Wily's whole world is
We hope
Majora's
players
Mask
will
and
be able to enjoy
Mario
the game
Sunshine.
even more with the upcoming
Bro,
paid
everything I
expansion
see.
pass.
If I see 2 pairs of eyes, it's like
Please
Majora's
look
Mask.
forward to more information about
Even though I'm
Splatoon
talking to
3
my
in the
girlfriend, you
future.
know? No.
Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Let's see some
All right,
more.
the Switch headlines.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island.
Right?
Yes!
We're officially 16 minutes
Minnie
in.
Mouse, Donald Duck,
Whoa.
and Goofy.
Wait, who? I don't know who these
Is
characters
this like
are.
the Kingdom Hearts for Switch?
And save the mysterious island of Monoth.
Wait, aren't there Kingdom Hearts games on Switch?
Run
I think only
There's
cloud,
cloud
based, right?
versions.
Yeah, there's cloud
swim
versions.
to explore
If you want to know how
every
those run,
corner
just
of the
talk to
island.
HMK. I'm sure
Because
he'll.
that's the only way to get around all the
By
licensing
unlocking
bullshit.
Special abilities,
Aw,
you can
sad.
reach new places and find secret
I mean, Cloud
areas.
can run well, but
It can, yeah.
Finicky.
Chasms
Can.
with boost jump. Ground pound barriers to open new spaces.
But a lot of people's
and
setups are
glide
not
through the
ready
air to
for it
reach
yet.
distant platforms and hidden
no,
areas.
internet is mostly
Each
not good enough.
character's personality
It also
shines
depends
through
on the
in
game.
I
areas.
saw-
Up
I
to
saw on
4
Twitter that
pals locally
HMK
can
recently
brave
got
the
fiber.
island. Share a hug for
Fiber?
extra help.
So his speed, it's like a
Play
much
leapfrog
faster
for
internet.
larger jumps.
I don't know
Oh, I
too
thought
much
you were
about it.
talking about the website where you can just hire an
Oh.
Indian guy to write a
Well,
script for 2 euros.
Save Monoth.
I thought you were talking about the disease, fiber.
Oh,
While exploring the
well,
island,
we were
you'll
all
meet
over the place with this one.
unusual allies and dangerous foes.
Yeah,
But you
he-
meant fiber as in glass fiber.
Yes.
I think
Ah, yeah.
I think HMK tweeted like at least 7 or 8 times about it in a row.
I would, because that speed though. Oh boy.
Yeah, that speed's looking good.
Bro, they're putting down
Pre-orders
fiber in
begin
my
today
street now.
on Nintendo eShop.
So jealous.
Well, we already had like 300 MB and like
More
40,
emblems are on
like
the way.
300 MB
New
download and
emblems are
Oh.
coming to
Wow,
the
already?
release of the
Up?
Fire
Oh, wow.
Emblem Expansion Pass DLC. Waves
Expansion pass
includes
already for it just released.
It just
bro.
came out.
I,
Well, to be fair, with Breath of the Wild, they also announced the first DLC pack like in June.
Soren, emblem
I recently
pretty fast.
finally started playing this recently. I haven't gotten very far, but
I saw it on Twitter that you started this in, like, to keep yourself busy before the direct.
hiya papaya.
The terrain to
Oh, big yiddies.
Wave 3 includes
Fire Emblem is so not my thing.
Emblem of Bonds.
I've
Overwhelm foes
tried
with sword
the
magic attacks.
3 houses,
Veronica,
and it was like, nope.
heroes.
It's
I
all
tried it.
turn-based combat, right?
Additional
I tried it and I was
allies
like,
to
yes.
fight for your cause.
Well, you're into
Challenge new
that good old
reactivations
waifu
to
stuff,
recruit
right?
these new emblems.
Oh,
shit, getting ousted here.
no.
Wave
Yes,
4
Nintendo Black Crisis
new
is a weeb.
stories.
Don't
Yes.
let him forget.
Xenologue will be
Oh no, what a
But
shock!
no meme
In
has
all,
started.
in all seriousness, I had never tried a not turn-based, but you know that tactical.
Yeah, this is like a
yeah.
like an active turn-based thing.
Yeah,
like Super
yeah.
Mario.
So
Wave 2
yeah,
of
so
the
I'd always
Fire
wanted to
Emblem
try
Engage
it,
expansion
and
pass
it was
for the
really
Fire
fun.
Emblem Engage game.
Well, different
I just
different
don't like
strokes
the
for different
turn-based.
folks.
Later today.
I liked what they did with what was it, Final Fantasy VII? Because that was like active,
Take
but with some
control
selection in
of your
between.
destiny.
It's very
This is reverie,
very
a world in
overwhelming
which deities known as
when you try to play a
aspirations
game like Fire Emblem, because like in
When
Three
a
Houses
megacorp
they also
endangers
add
the
extra
harmony
mechanics,
between reverie
and
our
it's just so
world,
much stuff I feel like I
future
need to
of
learn.
humanity hangs
And
in the
even
balance.
after being it a second time recently with a
In
different
this
route, I'm like,
narrative adventure,
I feel like I only know
harness
like
the divine
10% of
clairvoyance
the combat
to travel
and how
between
it
worlds.
works.
Guys,
I feel a
I-
video coming up.
I feel like this direct is gonna have a very strong finale because everything so far has been pretty mid.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
So I think it's gonna have a banger of a finale.
We are officially 20 minutes in, so we got like 20 left.
All right,
We're
folks,
halfway.
start your copium.
It has to be like something huge at the end, not. And I'm not just talking Zelda, because we're already expecting
Tears of the
Zelda.
Kingdom is cancelled.
There has to be that one more thing at the end.
Yeah, Genshin Impact for the Switch finally.
Find your role.
Oh, that would be. I would hate it if that was the final announcement and no Zelda whatsoever.
We already knew
It's like,
this.
it's like, oh, Genshin Impact's big, right? That works. It's like, no.
No.
This is what I mean with Nintendo. It gets to the biggest heights and becomes the king and then becomes lazy. This is what I mean. My prophecy.
Who will your allies be, and where will your journey lead you? adventure through a
I don't think I'm
Speaking
too
of art
hard.
styles, though, I love this art style.
I don't
Just, like,
think I'm
2D and
too
3D
being
with
too
lighting.
harsh, right?
keep it rolling.
Huh?
Run around and
I don't
collect
think I'm
oodles of
being too
objects
harsh
in
on
this
the
remaster
direct.
of We
I'm
Love
just saying it's
Katamari.
mid, like.
No,
as-
no. I mean, like, there are always people who say you're either not harsh enough or too harsh, so I wouldn't worry too much
But
about it.
it's like there has been plenty of stuff that's like really for some other people this might be like huge, like the Splatoon people, the Pikmin people, but you know those just happen to be
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Those just happen to be franchises I personally don't care much about, but
Yeah, that's kind of the problem I've had with Nintendo the last 2 years or something. Because I don't care about Pokemon, to be honest. I don't care about Fire Emblem, you know. So, like, I'm just patiently waiting for, like, Zelda and Mario and not getting any.
it will be there.
I hope so. I want Super Mario Odyssey 2, bro. Or,
Metroid-
like, 8 more.
Metroid Prime 4, please.
If we don't get any Zelda this direct, I'm just gonna post a tweet that's just ... That's all I'm gonna say.
I will join
you
you on
just
that
make
one.
a video, like, analyzing it.
Okay, all three of us. If there's no Zelda Tears of the Kingdom news, we just at the same time tweet ...
100%.
Oh no, you're good, Giacomo or Giacomo. I guess I could have worded it a little bit differently. It's not necessarily a mid presentation, but it's mid for me.
Nothing exciting for you so far.
Yeah, in fact, it's pretty.
Same for me.
If this would be it, this would not be my direct.
No, this wouldn't be our day.
No, yeah.
But we still have plenty of time left.
Nemo says Mario Kart 8 DLC, please. I mean, they still. I wouldn't be surprised if they tease the next wave.
All we need is a 3-minute trailer for Tears of the Kingdom.
Bro, if
More
they just show me a
anime!
still screenshot, I'm
Collection
fine.
of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo Switch, remastered
More
in HD.
anime,
Many
please.
treasures lie deep within a
Well, at least it's
massive
not a
labyrinth.
farming simulator anymore.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen
was
one.
great.
We haven't seen a single farming simulator yet.
Like PlayStation was coming around the corner with like Ragnarok and all kinds of cool stuff, and then Nintendo with the farming sims.
You don't understand. They're saving that for the very last announcement.
That it's just all
biggest
farming
farming sim
simulators
of
in the
all.
end.
What if it's a Tears of the Kingdom trailer, but it's like farming in it?
Dark Hunter.
I would love
mean,
it.
It would be cool, but it would be a funny joke. You know, it's like
I would love it
funny.
unironically. If like
Yeah.
the new Zelda game is like a Zelda game, but it has kind of like a Stardew Valley-esque thing to it, I would love it. I would eat it.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I love Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, so I'm sold. You know, as long as it's done
I don't
well.
have time for those types of games, but I'm sure my fiance would like it.
Bro, it's so much fun to have your own little farm, and then you have a cow and you call it Bee Boop, and then it's great.
I can do that in Minecraft
I
too.
would, knowing me, I just name them all like Zelda characters.
Each game in the collection will also be available.
Yeah, I mean, you could also do that. You can also give them very weird names, or offensive names, or names that are only understandable to aliens, or you can be as
Hey!
creative as you want.
Finally, it's here. This is what people were
Yeah.
asking for.
Oh yeah,
Right?
The Advance Wars.
Yeah,
Plus
I love
2
Advance
reboot camp
Wars.
game is only a couple of months away. Join
I think
Andy,
it was because of the
Max,
war,
Sam,
right, against
and more.
Yeah.
Russia and Ukraine, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Delayed for
what,
such a
delayed
long
it
time.
because of the war?
Yeah, because it happened around the same time they decided to delay it. So
I'm happy for that
says
it
it's
finally
ruining
did show up,
Local and online play.
because it was a bit uncertain.
Advance Wars 1+2
But I do love
April
Advance.
21, so it is launching before.
Pre-orders begin today
All
on
right, I'm
Nintendo
finally
eShop.
going to pick up my Switch again. The Legend of Zelda Lawn Simulator.
It's
Yes,
a Zonai!
please give me that.
A new story will
I take
unfold
it.
in the Kirby's
Oh,
Return
man.
to Dreamland
Whoa.
Deluxe game.
Whoa, this is kind of.
Kirby is getting some love this year, guys.
Whoa, backstory,
Or, well,
origin.
last
Well,
year
there is
too.
actually a lot of lore in
must
Kirby
escape the
games,
realm
apparently. My
between-
editor
Oh yeah,
is a guide
I've
out for
seen
that.
videos where it's like Lord Kirby and it's like 1 hour or something like that. It's like, oh,
That's crazy, bro. But this is just a remake of Return to Dreamland, right?
yeah, but it's
All you
adding a
can do
little
now
extra
is a
story
basic
with the
attack and jump.
with one of the characters here.
Mm.
To regain Magolor's powers.
I
you'll
like
need to
Kirby, but
collect
I think the
magic
difficulty
points
should be
by
higher.
defeating enemies.
Well, it's not for
With magic points,
those types of
different
people, I
abilities
guess.
Can be restored And in
Although
Yeah,
the ones on Game Boy were sometimes quite challenging.
Magolor's
I
levitation,
loved mouse attack on the
or
DS.
increase
You
his
know
attack
which
range.
Kirby game was
The
hard?
order in which you restore
Kirby's
his powers
Kirby's
is
Ghost
up to
Trap.
you. There are over
What the
20
hell is that?
interdimensional
Yeah,
stages.
It's a puzzle game, a Kirby-based puzzle game. It's like kind of like Dr.
It's like a
Mario.
fan game.
Up to
Oh my!
4
Oh
players
wow!
on the
I've
same
never
system
seen that in my
can
life.
venture
It's an
through
SNES.
Look it up,
series
Kirby's Ghost Trap. It was was pretty damn
Oh,
difficult.
it's one of those like Tetris type
Can
things.
Magolor
Yeah.
restore his powers and safely return
Like
to
it's
his
Tetris,
world?
but it looks more like jelly beans
You
instead
can
of like bricks.
access this
I don't
new
remember if it
epilogue
was on
with the
N64 or
story mode.
GameCube, but I think it was probably.
SNES.
Wait,
I
SNES?
can see the original was SNES. Yeah.
Oh yes, SNES. Because my mom used to play that one.
After today's
Donnie,
Nintendo
you're old.
Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
Older than us at least.
So they got a demo for this.
Yes.
Up to 4 players can play
Oh,
a specially
I might
arranged
actually
demo
try
with
that.
select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
As soon as I see Aonuma, I'm gonna
Pre-orders are
scream.
Available now on Nintendo
Please
eShop.
don't. I have headphones on.
We hope
Hello, I'm
you're
sure you're
looking
wondering about the
We have a
update
break.
for Breath of the Wild progress.
Kirby's
Uh-oh.
Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Ah.
Please take a look at this.
It's funny because like I'm like 1 second. I'm like 1 second behind Monster Maze, so I just got to hear his reaction.
Moaning.
Yay!
Ah.
Game Boy games are
Disappointment.
being added to Nintendo
Oh, are we
Switch
getting
Online.
Game Boy games?
This game
It's
is
the
so
next
cool.
day.
On
3D
Nintendo
Mario,
Switch,
let's
you can
go.
play these games
But why is
anytime,
it not
anywhere,
widescreen? What is
just
this,
like you could
Nintendo?
back
They
in the
already
day.
fixed this on emulators long ago.
Oh, Tetris!
Let's
Oh,
introduce the games
everything
that
I
we've
wanted.
available at launch.
Well, I'm pretty happy about like Super Mario
Tetris.
Land 2.
Arrange
Yeah,
the
me
lines
too.
at your
Mario Land
windows
2.
and aim
Me
for
too.
a high score.
It's a very good game. It's a
Although
very
you could
nice
just-
light
Land
pick up
2,
and go.
6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole
But
from
I'm
you.
disappointed by the fact that it's not widescreen.
The Legend of Zelda,
This is-
Link's Awakening DX.
Oh, this is
Awaken
only
the
Link's
Windfish
Awakening.
To escape Koholint Island.
Yeah, it's just a DX version.
So
Now, if they follow this by saying, "Oh yeah, GameCube
Gargoyle's
Virtual
Quest.
Console," that would be
Save
great.
the Ghoul Realm
Yeah,
as
that's what I
Firebrand
really
from the
want,
Ghosts
'cause
and
then I can-
That's
Goblins
what
Choice
everyone
is
wants. Yeah.
Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles.
Wow.
Minish Cap is
The new
Game Boy Advance, so
Solve a
I'm not
murder
sure if
mystery
that's
on
gonna
the
be
supernatural
on here.
Shadow Island.
Yeah,
Metroid
so far
2,
it's only Game
Return
Boy
of
and Game Boy
Samus.
Color.
Destroy
Yeah.
It would be cool if they
Metroids
added
hiding on
Advance,
planet
because then you can play Minish
SR388.
Cap, you can play A Link to the Past.
If we don't
Because there's
see,
Wario Land
if we
3,
don't see the
traversal
Oracle
world
games, that
changes between
that could
day and
mean
night based
that
on
they
your
are
actions.
working on a remake,
Maybe.
like.
Kirby's
Oh, Wario
Dreamland.
Land! I love Wario Land too.
Float, inhale,
Yeah.
and spit out enemies in Kirby's
Also
Day
Oh,
and
Dreamland's a fun one.
Dreamland is also fun.
A
Played that to
classic.
death. I played a lot of Game Boy back in the day.
You can use
a
the Game
lot.
Boy, Game Boy Pocket,
Probably my favorite console from my
or
youth,
Game Boy
together with the
Color screen
GameCube.
filters.
Oh, that's
Up
cool.
to 2 players can play compatible games
Oh, you can
together
change styles
locally
and
or
everything.
online.
Wow, it's like 3 consoles in one.
It's like all the games I've already
Added in the
played
future.
long time ago.
Whoa, it's
Oh,
not like
there's
I
the-
already
oh,
have these
there's the
games on an
Oracle
emu deck.
games.
And
The Oracle games are there. Wait. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Game Boy
Minish
Advance games are
Cap!
being
Oh,
added to Nintendo
that's-
Switch
that's
Online
good.
Plus expansion pack.
Okay.
yes.
Here are the
Okay,
games that
that's
you can
good.
play at launch.
That's pretty good still.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna go play
Super
Minish Cap
Mario
again.
Advance
I guess
Yeah.
that I guess
Super
that
Mario
means
There we
no
go.
remakes for those
Play
games.
38 extra levels from the Nintendo
Hey, it
That-
doesn't stop there,
That's
remember
good.
that.
That's a massive W right
WarioWare
there.
Inc.
That's
Not-
good.
Micro
Oh yeah,
games.
oh my god, there are
Experience
also
the
like a
origins of the
million 2D
lightning
Super
fast
Mario
micro
games
games.
on the Advance.
Yeah.
Kuru Kuru Kururin.
Minish
Right,
Guide you to
Cap.
the goal without hitting
I quite like
obstacles.
I hope they have like the Pokemon ones.
Mario
Pokemon
Kart
games.
Super Circuit.
Same.
Race in the first Mario Kart.
Okay,
They're
we-
so
Disappointed they
expensive.
left
They're so
those out.
expensive to get.
10 minutes left,
What, the
guys.
original
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
10 minutes
Venture
left.
through
Oh,
the
it's
zany
Superstar
world and
Saga.
fight
Oh,
friends
this
through
is such a good
zany
game.
attacks.
I love it.
I've
love it.
never played Superstar Saga.
The Legend
Oh,
of
you should.
Zelda,
It's
the
so
Minish
good.
Cap. Shrink to miniature
I could
size
never
and
I could
dive
never
into
beat
a
it. I got
big
close to
adventure.
beating it, but I struggled on one of the later
Local and
fights.
online
I
play
struggled on
supported
the
for
final
compatible
boss.
games, and up to 4 players
lot.
can play together.
Oh, you can also play online with friends. Oh, that's great.
Let's
I
go,
quite like
boys.
that.
Let's hope it's better than Mario Kart 64
As
online.
well.
Oh, was that horrible?
Yeah.
Oh, Kirby and
Presentation,
Amazing
you can
Mirror
play these Game Boy
also.
titles with the Nintendo
Golden
Switch Online
Sun.
membership. Or play both
Oh,
Game
this is
Boy and
great.
Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus
Yeah,
expansion
expansion
pack
pass.
membership.
Of
Ugh.
course.
I don't.
Oh my
I don't.
lord.
I don't like that they have that extra one that they made.
No, 'cause
Why
it's
is he
Nintendo
still playing Mario?
realizing they can milk.
Will be playable on Nintendo Switch.
All right, everybody, that was the end of the
And
direct.
after today's
Go home.
Nintendo Direct,
He was
you'll
playing
be able
Tears
to
of the
play
Kingdom
Game
on it.
Boy and
Oh,
Game
it's
Boy
like
Advance titles we
available right
introduced.
like later today already. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Please
it's
look
straight up,
forward to
like,
more
right away.
information
Nice.
about Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, but
Guys, if you haven't played,
Nintendo
if you haven't
Switch
played Minish
Online
Cap,
Plus
play Minish Cap
expansion
now.
pack
Yeah,
in the
play it
Well,
future.
now.
if you can actually
Let's see
buy
a few
that
headlines.
annoying expansion pass.
Like, play Minish
What-
Cap,
what
play
is happening?
6
The
golden
original
coins.
Metroid Prime
Oh!
games remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
It's just
Oh.
one though. It's not the trilogy, unless it's gonna be
No,
like,
th-
oh, and 2 and 3 are also coming to the.
Well,
Well,
but
okay.
that,
Toby is gonna
but
be
that was
happy.
already kind of hinted at that it was just going to be the first Prime.
It's cool to see it back, though. I might give
Now-
this a shot.
Now I can finally. The articles constantly saying, oh, rumors of the trilogy. They can finally stop.
Yeah.
I've
A
seen
lot
that
of
so
articles
much.
can finally stop after this, bro.
Just
All
stop.
those darn articles.
Bro, we promised another direct next week.
Oh, this
We
looks
promised next week.
this
no,
looks
to
pretty
next week.
nice.
I
This-
might actually try this.
This looks pretty damn nice.
I
'Cause
still
the-
haven't played.
The original
Metroid
does not look
Collection.
as good as you remember it looking. Metroid
I should
Prime
definitely
I've never
try
played
Remastered.
a
this.
Metroid game, so...
Does that mean we're gonna see Metroid Prime 4 now?
The first Metroid
That'd be a
Prime
great
game,
way to follow
originally
up.
released on the
Tears for the
Nintendo
Kingdom is
GameCube
cancelled,
system,
boys.
Has been
Yep.
remastered for Nintendo
We're
Switch.
only getting Metroid Prime.
Explore Talon 4 from the perspective of Samus.
I could see
Yeah,
how.
how expensive
There's
how
more
expensive
to
is
this
this gonna be?
alien planet.
I actually,
Oh.
I could see, like, to be fair, I could see Aonuma showing up at the end and being like, hey guys, we're gonna have a special direct specifically for Tears of the Kingdom, so we're not gonna show anything now. I could see
Yeah,
that
that would kinda
happening.
suck, but I would love it.
Certain visor may be required.
Well, I would not be disappointed because a whole direct, like, specifically for Zelda, I can wait another few weeks.
With beams.
Yeah, but I have expectations, and they have not been met, so I will not stop.
I'm
That's
not
my
saying
Twitter
that's gonna
phrase.
happen, but I'm
This
just
remaster
keeping the
adds new
possibility in the
joystick
back of my
controls,
mind.
allowing you to
No,
move
this is
around
copium.
while separately changing your point
Yeah,
of
that's
view.
true.
You can also select
But
a
I will be
control
sad if
style
this game is
that
gonna be
creates
like
feel
the
of
Metroid
original
Prime
game.
remaster is gonna be
Among
like
other
$60.
control
I'll be
It's
like,
gonna
my
be
lord.
60. It's gonna be 60.
Talon 4.
Why
Oh,
did they
watch,
always do it?
watch it be 60.
It's going to be like.
Dolphin
Prime
Emulator can do a
Remastered
better job.
Launches on Nintendo eShop
Come on.
later today.
Why always
Whoa.
be
This
60?
version of the game will be available
Whoa.
in
That's
stores
quick.
February 22nd.
Wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
That's very quick.
That is ridiculously quick.
Someone gotta check
Oh,
that
no,
price
no.
bidder.
Master Detectives
Come
game
on.
to
Yes.
test.
I bet
Enough
it will
with
be
the
This
enough with
is
the
World
anime stuff.
Detective Organization.
I'm
Yuma,
noticing a
trained
trend,
detective,
Don.
And Shinigami, the spirit haunting him.
Oh, and
solve
how
strange
long do we
incidents
have
within
left
Kanai
before
War.
our fate?
This should have
seals?
been
controlled
this should have
by
been saved for
Amaterasu
like with the other anime stuff.
You'll
5
investigate these
minutes.
incidents alongside Master Detective.
Fine.
This is not like a like you cannot put this after Metroid because nobody's gonna care about it even less now.
During investigations, mimic body types and voices with disguise.
Oh, it's Danganronpa, I think.
Detect heartbeats and whispers.
Well, the good news
Slightly
is,
different,
guys, if we're gonna get like a 3-minute
Witness past
trailer
crime
for
scenes,
Tears of the Kingdom,
post-cognition.
it's still possible. We still have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, at this point it would just be a trailer.
So use them to
Yeah,
get
it might
closer
be.
to
Yeah, I don't
cracking
expect
the
any
case.
gameplay at this point. I
After
expected more
collecting
love
enough evidence,
because the
a
release is
mystery
so.
labyrinth
I think they will have like a treehouse type of presentation later.
Spot
I hope
the
so.
inconsistencies and uncover the truth.
Because they did do that with E3 as well. They had like additional gameplay presentations in the days after.
Yeah, but
Wings
E3
of
is
the
its
Heart
own
take
it's its
flight
own
once
thing when
more.
it comes to how directs work
A
with
remastered
Treehouse and
collection
everything.
of both
I'm
Baten
curious
Kaido's
how they're gonna
games,
do that this year
originally
since
released on
E3
the
is kind
Nintendo
of
GameCube
a
system,
dying
is
concept,
coming to Nintendo Switch.
if not
After
dead
a
already.
long and peaceful era on
It's
the
dead.
floating islands above Earth, the Empire's
Well, I mean, some people
conspiracy
still hold
looms
hope.
closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists.
Imagine
Who
it's
stand
Pikmin
up to the
4.
Empire across
Pikmin 4
two
was at the
different
beginning,
eras
bro.
of war.
4 minutes.
Where's Silksong? Where's Zelda?
All right, everybody,
very-
copium.
Like-minded allies.
Alright, chat. I gotta hand that copium over.
Battles are fought
I
using
gotta take a look.
cards
Give me a
called
swig of the bottle.
Your
All right,
opponent
I'm done.
will
Here you go,
determine
chat.
the
This is
attributes
gonna
and
be a
combinations
massive
of your
L.
cards, which are randomly dealt
Like
from the
for
deck.
us.
In these
And I
real-time
put Link in my thumbnail, which I normally
split-second
never do, but I was so
decisions
confident this time.
Never be
What
confident with
revelations will
Nintendo,
come to
bro.
light in the skies
I mean,
above?
there's still time. There's still time. It says roughly 40 minutes, which could also mean 42,
Nervous giggles, nervous
43
giggles. Bro,
minutes.
It's all pre-programmed.
Roughly
It's gotta be
40
like 40 on
minutes.
the dot.
Dive into your new
Oh, come
fantasy life.
on.
Bro, is this farming?
Just-
Is this the farming?
Farm game, farm game, farm game.
In a new
Nah,
fantasy
it looks
life
like
game,
It looks like an Animal Crossing art style.
while exploring the once
I really don't want to be like
Fantasy Life, the girl who steals.
I really don't want to be that guy, but jeez. Some
Yeah.
No, don't be
some
that guy, no.
of some of this stuff could have been saved for a different presentation,
the island you're on.
like an
Some of
indie
this stuff could've
showcase.
been thrown into the bin, but
I don't
It's
know.
okay. It's okay. There's still time, guys.
We've got the first farming simulator, guys.
Blacksmith.
Oh shit! This
I-
is a farming simulator.
I
My
to-
lord.
I
Yeah,
told
gotta
you-
buy this, everybody.
I told you they're saving all the farming sims for the end. That's the big finale.
Develop the island.
Yeah, I see somebody saying in the chat this looks like a mobile game, and this is something I've noticed with the Nintendo Switch. A lot of indie games really look like mobile games.
I think maybe they could be cross-platform too.
Yeah, this is totally like Animal Crossing.
The restoration is
Yeah.
about
With that
to
like
Oh,
interior
yes.
house.
All right, we have
Fantasy
2
life
minutes
of
left.
the
Like we
girl
can
who
squeeze in a
No,
short
it
break.
says roughly 40 minutes, so it could be 43 minutes. Okay. Oh,
Yes.
wait. Oh,
I love how I have an indicator called.
Yeah,
dawn.
exactly. Yeah, both of us have like dawn here. Oh, Professor Layton though.
oh, that's pretty
Oh
cool
my
though.
lord, they're bringing back Professor
Hey,
Layton.
That
that's
is pretty.
good.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
is
good.
fine.
good.
That is
My-
very cool.
My sister loves this, and I like these games as well.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
pretty.
this
Quick
studio
trailer.
died.
Quick trailer as well. I like that.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Uh-oh. I hope there's something after this.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Okay, what are the courses though? What are the courses?
Let
Whoa.
me see.
Yoshi Island?
Oh,
The
art style looks
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous!
Should I be excited? Because I don't know.
Yes! It's Yoshi's Island
Kart
course.
is
It's a
fun.
new course. It's
Oh,
a new track.
damn.
That's beautiful.
It looks
I'm
really
sure
cool
it's
though.
used for the new
What?
wave. Oh,
New
Birdo.
characters! Oh my gosh, they're pretty new characters!
That is not. That was not planned, right?
No.
Guys, there could be new characters now. That's a possibility.
The door has been opened.
The
Okay,
door
that's-
has been opened.
Okay, that's good. That's still a good. That's a massive W there.
Yeah, I like this. I like
Yeah.
the new map. Good. I like the
That's
wave.
good.
I like Booster Course Pass so far a lot.
Oh, yeah, it is very good.
Oh, Blanc.
I played a lot
I'm
with
gonna
friends.
I'm gonna get Blanc for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, here's the montage. There's got to be one more announcement after this. That's how it
Yeah,
always works.
that's always how it works.
I'm also excited for that new Minecraft game. Minecraft Legends, that one. I'm very
Looks
excited
interesting,
for it.
yeah.
I
This-
like RTS.
This
like
game
stuff.
is gonna be so much fun to play with my fiance, Blanc.
100.
I can't get
Oh,
over
the
that
art's
Yoshi's Island track. That's so cool.
And Nintendo Black Crisis was officially hypnotized by Nintendo. Sure, no Zelda, but I think so far my favorite surprise is.
I don't think it's gonna be
Black
something
okay,
long.
Crisis
okay.
has officially hit the floor.
Everyone, shh,
This
quiet.
will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Segment. Oh, that's it.
Nani?
Yes. Yeah,
Nani?
there we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
there's a close up of that tower with the swirl.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, here
Oh,
we go,
that's
boys.
the new enemies.
Whoa, those birds!
Oh crap.
They look like
The
ones
lights.
from
What are the lights
Twilight.
by the Rito? Is that Rito? No, that's Chica Tower.
Oh
Those are the
shit.
divine beasts or towers.
Here we go. Here we freaking go.
Well, look at
It
these.
looks eerie.
Listen to the music.
Whoa!
Oh,
Look what the
that's
comments are
Ganondorf.
doing.
Is that Ganondorf? Is that a dragon on the right?
Oh my god, this is a dark timeline.
Leave no survivors.
Oh my god, it's Ganondorf!
This is so cool.
Holy crap!
This is like a dark timeline, but it actually happened.
This music!
This is gonna be some epic
Oh
finale.
my
type stuff.
gosh! Hey, it's the horny bokoblins!
Whoa, what's this?
Dude, this is crazy!
Oh my god, this looks. What is.
This music! Look,
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa! Whoa!
Golem stuff! Ganondorf!
Whoa, that tower!
Here we go!
Be able to stop him.
Holy!
Yes!
We're in, boys!
What the hell? I love
Whoa.
this like dark timeline vibe that I'm getting.
Those are the rails on floating
Whoa,
islands.
look! Did you see the hand?
The
Oh my
hand!
god, you can throw balls? Who's that?
Here we go,
What
boys!
What the hell?
Look
Oh
it
my
up!
god, you can build cars? What? What? Why can you build cars?
We feasting tonight!
Bro, this is like another paycheck and a half, bro.
Oh, there's much more to analyze in this one. Oh, holy! Oh, shit!
Please, lend him your power.
Oh, so... Oh, he jumps after Zelda.
Oh, he
That's
jumps
the whole
after
thing.
her.
Oh.
So he basically got his hand burned and the Master Sword messed up, and then he jumps after her because the malice is
That was
coming
The
for
Legend
him.
of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The latest
Oh, so
entry
the
in the
beginning
Legend
will
of
be
Zelda
like some
series.
sort of
Wait.
great downfall.
What is it? What
In
else did he
addition
have
the
to say?
standard version, a collector's edition of the
Woo!
game containing
Pre-orders
various
May
items
12th,
will release on
alright.
launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game
Yes!
will also be available
Oh,
on the
collector's
same
edition.
day.
I might get that. I
Oh,
don't
oh
care
yeah,
about the
amiibo, yeah. It was gonna be an amiibo. Oh my gosh.
It's almost the exact statue, the big one.
Bro, boys, we finally got something
Thank
to
you
eat.
for watching.
Yes.
I feel like that one song from like Eminem where he talks about like sitting at the table and eating.
All right, guys.
Uh,
Oh,
Well,
that was
that-
pretty damn cool.
That was such a good trailer.
That was a really good trailer. Yeah.
all right, time to
I
analyze
can't-
the crap out of it.
I gained the Twitter issue as well. I can't post on Twitter.
Hey, I told you.
Twitter has Tears of the Kingdom has broken Twitter.
No, it just didn't. No, it just didn't work.
Elon Musk.
What have you done?
Oh.
All right, now I really need to pee, and then I'm gonna talk with you boys about this feast.
Yeah, but
You're-
and we
Why
are
am I over my daily limit for sending tweets?
we are probably gonna get to work also soon on some analysis stuff.
That's actually insane. That was such a good.
Yeah, let's see if they already posted it.
Yeah, gotta get that YouTube
No,
downloader.
Not yet. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
get the
get the
YouTube
downloader out, boys.
get the YouTube
Yeah.
downloader ready. Wait,
It's
I
not- it's
forgot
not
what
out
I
yet.
use for downloading. Because I switched recently.
1 sec, boys. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
It's not
That
there
music
yet.
was insane.
That music was so good.
And Ganondorf's voice probably.
That was Ganondorf's voice for sure.
I'm expecting a 40-minute analysis video in the next half out from. Nah, it's gonna be more than 40 minutes, bro. There's more than 40 minutes worth, but yeah, we'll get out our stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to analyze as yeah, Art of Mean Zelda. I'm not gonna do like a full analysis here on stream, but I will start just going through it myself and getting my thoughts together. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do like instead of like a whole edited video. I'm horrible at recording a voiceover quickly. So I'm just gonna do like a semi-live, just pre-recorded, like frame by frame thing where I just.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what I'll do. I'll just kind of look at the trailer and see where that goes.
It's not there yet. I cannot download. Cannot download.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end my stream now.
Yes,
so
same here.
yeah,
I hope you
thank you
got-
all for watching. I probably will have a video out. Maybe I don't know if I'll be able to get one out today, given how it's gonna take a while to make a video, but probably expect one tomorrow.
I'm
Yeah.
going blind, everybody.
It's
we're,
tough now.
we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna end the stream. Thank you all so much for showing up. We are both gonna be working on our analysis and just going through the whole thing, cause
All right, time to go goblin mode, boys.
yeah, goblin mode. My voice is already almost gone, so that's gonna be a fun recording.
Better harvest one voiceover from it now that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you so much for all the donations, for the company. We got what we wanted, I guess. At least the Zelda boys and girls did.
Hell yeah.
The rest of the direct, I would say, was but for me at least. But for the Pikmin people and Splatoon people, Fire Emblem people, obviously they got some good stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, it could certainly be worse.
Xenoblade DLC, it pretty much got everything. Oh, there it is. Whoa, like they posted it 3 times. Wait,
Different
why?
languages, I think. I don't know why they did it that way.
I gotta get the Japanese version because then you don't have any PG-13 stuff. And
do you mind when you get that? Do you mind sending it to me?
Yeah.
Same here. Ditto.
Cool. Okay, so yeah,
well,
thank you all for watching.
You can just go to the Nintendo Japan channel. They should have it up there too.
Sean says Celtic has half a script already done.
Yeah,
Fuck
of
off. What
course.
is this? No. This guy, horseshit.
No, it's a joke. But like, I don't know how he gets this stuff out. Like 5 hours later, it's like fully out. I'm like, how?
Fully
Anyways,
edited.
Thank you.
Because
But,
Celtic
yeah.
just sits at home and then he doesn't make too much content, so he doesn't really have like anything specific in the pipeline, and then he just crushes.
Well, there's
anyways.
three trailers. They posted 3 of them. One of them is 2 seconds longer than the other 2. Is there some secret there to be found there?
No.
Let us
anyways,
see.
Thank you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, which might be
I love
tomorrow.
you all. Bye.
Yeah.
Kisses.
Thank you all
Bye.
so much, everyone, and we will see you. I will see you in my upcoming video.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.